BMG. We got some people in the building with the BMG. We're doing an afternoon tap in. Get it out of the mud today. This is hump day, and y'all know what time it is. We finna get ready to put this work in. We got our sister Shell, and we got my brother Shaq Weiler in the building all the way from Texas. We got some Texans in the house. Y'all let us know what's going on out there in y'all neck of the woods. Thanks for joining us here at Urban Matters.
Woo woo. Yeah, this is Sister Cher. A lot going on in Texas as usual. Of course, these people who cape for these Democrats, Al Green and
Miss Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett later. Of course, they will be removed to go against now who? A Republican.
Correct. We lost Sister Shell. We lost her. Oh, she was then. She was cooking.
She was about to cook.
She was about to cook, man. We lost her, man. She probably got a bad signal. I don't know if the sister.
It's all good, man.
Right now
it's
on
a tag team effect, baby. It's all good. Tag team. It's boy Shaq Weiler. Yeah, I'm tapping in from old Texas, the Lone Star State. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, by way of Mississippi, by way of East St. Louis, East Boogie. You know what I'm talking about?
Correct.
What's good with it? Salute.
Us, man. Thanks for joining us, man. We're talking about the subject today, Negro autopilot, brother Shaq. And we're talking about some of this Racoonies in the political realm. And then we're going to be talking about a lot of these jokers out here are also selectively bringing on outrage. And then we're going to show you how we're going to chop up a little bit and let it cook on religious indoctrination / the Boule spirit. And we're going to show you guys, we're going to try to kind of segue into some information to show you how these people literally undermine our progress when it comes to grassroots, when it comes to any type of political empowerment, economic empowerment. Y'all know I'm always preaching economics over here, especially Black economics. I'm a business owner, been a business owner now for about 15 years. I love it on this side of the what do they call it? What they call it, Shaq? On this side of the matrix. I love it. I love it. And I'll never go back to the blue pill. I love the red pill, man. I love it. What do you think about that, Shaq?
I think that's awesome, man. I'm glad that I met you. You know what I'm saying? Through the Dry Bones broadcast, you know what I'm talking about?
Dry Bones Connection, yes, sir.
Dry Bones Connection.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know?
Yes, sir.
Tapping into good old Floridian, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Real indigenous Floridian. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. We doing our thing down here, bro. Yeah, we got Sister Shell back in the building. She was cooking in the middle of she lost her signal there. We're sorry about that, Sister Shell. Are you back with us? Think you may have a bad signal or something. Check your mute button. Make sure you're not on mute. Because we got you coming through. Oh, we lost her again. There she goes. She left again. We lost her. Let me send out a few invites on this thing, man. I like to send out my channel. Make sure everybody's tuning in, man. Let me get some stuff, man. I have to do this. Yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead and chop it up, Shaq, while we bringing everybody else in, getting some invites in. Yeah, man.
Man. It's a pleasure, man, to chop it up. You know, we had some phone calls and stuff, man. Conference calls. We talked, and some of these conversations, we kind of like-minded in. So we decided to jump on and kind of go ahead and tackle some of these situations. These sociations that's going on. All right. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but like she was saying, Texas is definitely I think Texas is a red state if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So it's a lot of things that they're doing, a lot of businesses that's coming here in Texas. From my information, I've been here about I think 13 years now. And the property tax, I think the business taxes though, so a lot of corporations and business and if you want to be like you said, an entrepreneur or something, this is a good place to go because it's so big, and it's a lot of lot of landscape you can cover. You know what I mean? So,
Gotcha.
some people maybe think they trapped in the Midwest or trapped in the Northeast or trapped where you at on the West Coast, all Pacific, and you thinking that hey, you in the city or what they consider them. Uh, what's the name they call it? Sanctuary city, and thinking that you trapped and can't get out. Yeah, that's other places you can go, man. I mean,
Exactly.
you're a prisoner, bro. You're a prisoner of war. You trapped in you trapped inside a sanctuary city, man. In my opinion, in my outlook, my observation, because it's lack of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? High crime. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? Uh, uh, poverty is crazy. And immigration and stuff is going out of control in some of these areas, man. Where
Yes,
like
sir.
a lot of the social resources are being used up. They're supposed to be
Yes, sir.
allocated for the people that actually paid into those social resources. So,
Gotcha.
those are, you know,
And see, the stuff you're discussing, Brother Shaq, a lot of our folks don't get to hear this type of information. They are out here lost. We got a lot of these,
mhm.
like you say, jokers on autopilot out here. And break down that
Mhm.
title for us a little bit. What does that mean,
Oh,
Negro autopilot? We
the,
got you back in the
the
building,
Negro
sister.
autopilot. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
the Negro autopilot, it's something I was thinking in my mind. I was like, it's just, okay. My thing is, they say black culture. Black culture is when the mainstream and some people that look like us, when they talk about black culture, they talk about all the derogatory negative things, like the negative stereotype, like oh, if you didn't come from the hood, or if you didn't, your parents ain't sagging, if you ain't this and that, and if you ain't, if you ain't go to this specific college and get this specific degree,
Mhm.
then and you're pushing certain things that you like. Well, hold on. You're pushing a lot of the vanity things that's vanity driven and has no moral compass to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just you're driven by social and vanity things, political things. You know what I mean? That's the nigga autopilot. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking that you can't be better, thinking that you're a slave. Let me just wrap it up in that. Thinking that you're a slave is the nigga autopilot, and that anything that encompasses that, the fact that you can't grow, the fact that you can't go in this particular area and work in this field, and you can't, you know what I'm saying, restricting yourself and just only allowing yourself to be pigeonholed to the negative stereotypes. That's the nigga autopilot.
Wow. And let
And
me
there's
let
more
me
added to
let
it.
me
You can
let
add
me let
anything
me
you want to it.
let me piggyback off of that and give you what I think it is too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we Negro autopilot is us as indigenous Americans always thinking just because somebody is skin folks that they're kin folks. That's
Yeah.
another Negro autopilot mistake we make. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's a big one right there. And let me show you something real quick. I hope we got Sister Chef still in the building. Let me show you.
You still in there?
No, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm listening. I don't know. My whole phone blanked out. I don't know.
See there?
I'm on my other phone, but I hear y'all.
Ain't no telling. Let me play this real quick video about how we accept jokers like this here as a Negro autopilot. We allow them to come into the culture, and then by the time we get, by the time we understand what's going on, they've got rich by exposing us to their janky ass agendas, and next thing you know, they start showing their true colors. Okay, I should say. Here we go. I'm gonna run it.
Mm-hmm.
My blood, my soul, my heart. I carry the flag in my heart. To Puerto Rico, my blood, my soul, my heart. I carry the flag in my heart. I carry the island in my veins. When I wore those colors on my chest, I wasn't just playing basketball. I was honoring the heritage. I was honoring my father. I was honoring every Puerto Rican who's ever had to fight twice as hard to get as far. Puerto Rico, you gave me fire, you gave me soul, you gave me home. We are proud, we are powerful, we are present. This Hall of Fame moment belongs to the island, It belongs to us.
Okay. Now, you see what I'm talking about?
Wow. So that ain't who I think it is, Brother
Who do you
Juice.
think that is?
Is that Carmelo Anthony?
Okay then.
Oh, that cosplaying, man. Cosplaying, just like old Jasper. These people cosplay, man.
See what I'm talking
Culture
about?
vultures, straight culture vultures.
Wow.
But I knew he wasn't necessarily Black American, bro. I could just look at it and tell though, bro. I mean Dominican, I thought he was probably Dominican, but you know.
Right.
Oh, because of the name or just looking at him, Shaq?
Both. The name and looking at him. How he talks, the name, his facial features, his pheno, you know what I'm saying, the way he talks, the
Right.
name,
You
you know
know,
what I'm saying?
Shaq, because and Cher probably could figure stuff out like that because we have trained eyes and we have trained minds. So we're already looking for the banana in the tailpipe. But the average 98% of our people, our constituents, our loved ones they're not understanding that this is an invasional, impostoring type takeover where they're taking Black culture, they're exploiting it for their riches, and then when they get rich, because you best believe ain't no Puerto Ricans been coming to watch Riedel Anthony play, making that money for New York. And even though it's a lot of them there, but their money is not that long like a lot of us as indigenous Americans. That's like another one, Busta Rhymes. He's another imposter.
Correct.
And no, he talking greasy as hell. Now, Carmelo, cool. He's not really being greasy about the whole thing. But Busta Rhymes, Fat Joe, all of these fake American people, and they're playing it off as if Joe, what his name? I meant to say Fat Joe. He's around here talking about, man, I don't know who these FBA, these broke niggas. I don't know who they is. Bro, how you gonna just call us nigga? How you gonna just be disrespectful like that, Shaq? Did y'all hear Joe, Big Fat Joe? Let me go Flab Joe.
Yep. You're right. I didn't know Busta Rhymes was Caribbean, and that was one of the guys. Hold on, what happened?
Sister Shell dropped off again.
Oh, okay.
They should be
Busta Rhymes was one that got me.
in a bad area. That's all.
But after Busta Rhymes, I kind of started to figure out, like, I said, okay, so I started looking at everybody now, like, okay, the guys that get, like I said, celebrated and elevated. I started looking at their background. Neil Long, Caribbean. I said, oh, okay, I see the game now. I got you. All of them, all the celebrities that you consider celebrities are of Caribbean or African or Euro or British, origins.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
So unfortunately, we got to start vetting people. We got to start gatekeeping our culture. That's what time it is. And so, but as you said, bro, Shaq, we got a lot of Negroes out here on autopilot, and they just accepting anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that they want to accept into the culture. And then when they get in the culture, this is what they do. They start talking greasy and disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? That man ain't said nothing about America. Helped his basketball. He said this for the flag. He said it for Puerto Rico. Huh?
Right.
I ain't hear nobody.
He never played for that one Puerto Rican team. He already played for USA.
Right.
As a matter of fact, DeWine B, I was like, because I was about to get on DeWine. I said, why DeWine B, man? I said, DeWine B, I heard clout you, man. What's up with him, bro? That's my nigga. See, even sometimes I gotta shake my nigga potted off because we have been indoctrinated. I gotta shake my nigga potted off sometimes, Jew. You feel me? And step back and say, okay, see the bigger picture instead of you looking at frame by frame. You gotta look at the bigger picture.
Right.
And the big picture is these people have been, like you said, once they get in those positions, they make a little dough, make a little money, like I said, get status. Then they want to delineate. You know what I'm saying? And talk bad. And you have people
we don't get mad at them when they start delineating, but as soon as we delineate, oh man, Juice, y'all being divisive. You can't do that, man. That's reverse racism, Juice. What?
Exactly.
But remember, Brother Juice, a lot of these people don't start delineating until they come up and make some money.
That's what we just was explaining to Shaq. That's what I was explaining.
Other than that, they quiet because if he cares so much about Puerto Rico, when that hurricane happened under the Trump administration and all that controversy went on, we didn't hear nothing from Carmelo Anthony.
Correct.
Well, you got to call these people out. You got to ask them, what are you doing for your country? Okay, you came to America, you made the money. Did you learn business or whatever in America and bring it back to Puerto Rico to teach your people?
Correct. And they did not. Here we go. We got another cosplay in Puerto Rican. There you go. See if I can get it going.
Yep.
Was that Sloppy Joe?
These rumors.
Flab Joe.
I like it. Y'all talking about Sloppy Joe and Flab Joe.
Sloppy Joe? Yeah.
Hold on, let me go ahead. Let me keep it going.
Somebody calling me now. Who was this party? G?
Made by radical black racist. Let's just say
he calling us black racists, FBAs, indigenous people, because we saying, hey, you can't come to our Puerto Rican Day parade.
Say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy.
See how he lying? You see how he trying to lump everybody in? No, it's just the disrespectful tethers that come over here. This is not to all my family that's immigrants. It's just the ones that break the law, the illegal ones. And then as soon as they break the law, it's called black on black crime. They don't want to delineate then. They just blame it on black people. And then it's like these disrespectful jokers like Flab Joe and damn Busta Rhymes and all of them. And people that's going to say, okay, they're going to go into the Basketball Hall of Fame, but they ain't going to give Black America no credit. Oh, okay.
They ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean...
The FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Yo, man, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop.
Now see, the reason why he is mad because Tariq Nasheed made a documentary about hip hop and the origins of hip hop. And they heard about it, and then they went to talking about, we made hip hop 50-50. You know what I'm saying? No, you didn't. Y'all didn't have nothing to do with hip hop. Y'all was there in the beginning when it was made. But yo, that's all American, man. Hip hop is all American culture. I mean, that's just the bottom truth, man. I'm just getting to the bottom of it, man.
The Jews, they're all getting exposed because they can no longer be culture vultures.
Correct.
We're finding out who you really are.
Cool, that's it. And they mad
because we know if we was to imitate y'all culture, y'all want to chop our heads off.
Correct. Absolutely.
So them days of them doing that cosplaying and playing like they want, that's over. For you to get a come up and get rich, them and you saw what happened to Busta Rhymes when he went out there saying about Jamaican started hip hop or whatever his culture people. And did you see what happened when he had them concerts? Didn't nobody show up?
Yep, and he was pissed off. He started going off on the crowd.
He was pissed.
These cell phones in their hand talking about, put them damn cell phones down. Man, you can't go off on your fan base like that, man. This why they mad right here, Sister Shell, right here. Why?
It's the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, and we still have a lot of discrepancies as far as the origins of hip-hop, a lot of claims. It's the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, and we still have a lot of discrepancies as far as the origins of hip-hop, a lot of claims, who did what, who was the first this, who was the this and that, and such. But at the end of the day, we need a definitive story, all right? And that story can only be told by the founders of this culture.
Like everything was being driven and influenced by young, black
American culture, like the slang, the style of dress, the initial music that we chose.
You look at all the boroughs, you got, money making Manhattan and money earning Mount Vernon and Crooklyn. The Bronx was the boogie down Bronx. We was partying up there.
I am Coke LaRock, the first MC of hip hop. First cat to pick the mic up.
I introduced rapping to the turntable because when I came with it, nobody in the world was doing it. I'm right after Rudy Ray Moore.
They want to come in the mix, they want to say, we started. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What came to be known as hip hop was solely an African-American creation.
What would you get out of some Jamaican toast? What is that? I've never heard of a rapper use a Jamaican toast or a Jamaican fleur as a rhyme. I never heard of it, and I don't know where that myth came from.
My name is legendary Kane Trixie from the Bronx, BX from the West Side. I am the first breakdancer.
That narrative that hip-hop has had 3 founding fathers, that's been rolling for the last almost 30 years, which isn't true. You don't have just 3 people who created hip-hop. Hip-hop was created by a number of different people.
I am the grandfather, the godfather of the graffiti culture. I am the first element of hip-hop.
The roots of hip-hop being Jamaican, absolutely false.
My name is MC Sha-Rock. I am a founding member of the MC/rap culture.
Cassette tapes was the internet of our time. It just traveled around by hand.
Well, I know for a fact that the B-boy stand started from the gods, the 5 percenters that would be at the jams back in the days who were acting as security.
If they get the real truth of how it all was created, then so many lies would not be able to be in existence.
Do you make good money but don't have any assets
See what I'm
to
saying?
show for it? Right now
So
is the
yeah.
time to...
Now y'all get it. You see, this is why they big mad. Fat Flap Joe, Busta Rhymes, and any other tether. See, a tether, let me give y'all the definition of a tether. A tether is a immigrant. Most of the time, they could be black and Latino that are disrespectful to the founding culture of America, and that is us, the indigenous Americans here. So when they get talking greasy, we have to call them out. That's why the grassroots exist. That's why you got Urban Matters BMG. We're going to keep standing in the paint, and we're going to make sure that the disrespect is kept to a minimum, and we're going to also try to eliminate it, because these folks do not have the right to come over here and be disrespectful and talk greasy. What do you think about that, Brother Shaq? It's a lot of them out there, man. It's a lot of them out there. Still with a Brother Shaq? Oh, I think we lost Brother Shaq. He probably in the background somewhere. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got a few comments coming in. Bro, what's good? Brother Reggie, what's good, my dude? Yeah, man, I was trying to reach out to you the day before yesterday, man, and I didn't get in touch with you, man. So we gotta link back up and chop it up, bro, Reggie. Yeah, man. We got to link back up and chop it up. Thanks for coming in today, man, and sharing your day with us. If you want to come live, Brother Red, I'll go ahead and make you go live. Okay, Bro Shaq, I got you. You want me to bring you down? Can we hear Bro Shaq? Still there, Bro Shaq?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here. I'm tapped in. Yeah, I was listening to you.
Okay, we got Bro Mark. Bro Mark say they want to delete indigenous copper-complected Americans from history. Absolutely, exactly. Bro Mark. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let me see if I can get my boy Shaq back in the building. I think I may drop this screen. Let me see, y'all. Give me a minute. Y'all know, see, that's why I say, bro, Shaq, I have to work all these controls, man, and it's crazy, bro. There you go. I got you back in the building. All right. We got him back in the building. Yeah, man. Thanks, y'all, for joining us here today at Urban Matters BMG. We got my brother Shaq. We had our sister Cher in the building, and we was talking about Negro autopilot. And bro Shaq was kind of articulating, the breakdown on the defining what Negro autopilot means. And we thank the good brother. So we was talking about how a lot of these folks have selective outrage. They have religious indoctrination / the boule. Y'all know what the boule is. Do I need to break down what the boule is on this show, bro? Bruh Shaq? Bruh Shaq, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Do we need to break down the boule, or do we have time to break down the boule, and so some of the listeners that's new to the show can understand what the boule is? I will let Sister Cher. Sister Cher, break that down for one of y'all.
Break the boule down. Break
And
it
how
down.
how they literally undermine indigenous copper color Americans' success and history. Because they're your gatekeepers. They're your gatekeepers. I think we get to have them. Let me break it down, bro Shaq. You got people like Roland Martin. You have a lot of our folks with the LGBT community. Let me see if we got Sister. I see them. I see your sound moving, Sister Shell, but we don't hear anything.
It keep.
Okay, now we got
sometimes it let me kick on. Sometimes it won't. It'll lock me where I can't unmute. I don't know what's going on and keep kicking me out.
Wow, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. We had a few people chiming in through the comment section. Did y'all see that? I'd like to get my folks in on the comment sections. Let me see if I can
Welcome. I don't know. My phone keep cutting out. There's something going on.
Wow.
I think it's Restream. I don't think it's me. I think it's because I'm on my second phone. It's doing the same it was doing on my first phone.
Very interesting.
Yeah, you might want to get with them on that.
I listen. They days are numbered anyway, Sister Cher. So I'm in the process right now of finding a backup stream platform, and I pay for this, by the way, y'all. This ain't no. I'm getting some free shit. I pay for this stream platform, so I mean, they took my whole dang on paywall down. I had my paywall and everything on. They just, without my permission, took my whole paywall down. So I'm trying to figure that out.
File a complaint for deceptive trade practice.
Absolutely.
We got rights too in the Federal Trade Commission. You can't do that. Somebody paying something. No, you can't. And they did that without your permission.
Sure did, in the middle of the contract. Absolutely. And gave me less now. I have less coverage. They used to give me 5 streaming platforms I could simultaneously stream to. Now I only can stream to 2. And then they also took down my guests. I used to get 10 guests at a time streaming. And they took that away from me too. Now I only can get 6 guests on. So it's very interesting.
I will be emailing they corporate to tell them to run you your money back. Or file it back through your bank or your credit card, whoever you use. That's why I like use credit card.
Absolutely. Yep. And we was just talking about, again, Sister Cher, we were just breaking down how disrespectful tethers / illegal immigrants, most of them, some of them are legal, some of them been here, but now they're starting to show their true colors. Why? Because us as the copper color Americans, indigenous Americans, we're starting to say, hey, wait a minute, you know what? We designed this country. We founded this country. And they getting mad now that we are waking up saying, hey, you can't just come over here and just blend in and try to cosplay us and culture vulture us. It's like when you go to the hood in a lot of these metro cities. If you come into the hood to make money, you gotta like announce yourself and check in. And these jokers ain't checking in. They just coming in. And I'm gonna tell you, the Boule and a lot of our Negro leadership groups, as far as NAACP, Black Caucus, the Essence Festival, that's the next thing I want to talk about. Did y'all? Because I've been putting it off. What's y'all give me just share Brush Shack. What's your whole thing on the trajectory and the direction that the Essence Festival had been on for the last 5 years? And do y'all think that it was appropriate that they got that one disrespectful tether that was directing everything, that was the whole CEO of everything? They fired her. They sent her on about her way. I'm gonna pull that clip up while y'all give us some feedback on the whole Essence Festival. How you gonna have a jambalaya slash what's that rice they like to cook, the Africans? What do they call it?
Jollof.
Jollof.
Jollof, my brother.
See, that right
Right
there
out
speaks
of it.
volumes. That right there speaks volumes right there, bruh Shake. You know what I'm saying? That show you what their whole agenda was. How you gonna have a jollof rice versus jambalaya rice? That's so disrespectful, man, at the Essence Festival. That's so
What?
disrespectful.
Yeah,
Real? What?
why didn't they have both? Why didn't they have both? In gumbo,
Correct.
why didn't they have it all?
Correct. Very
And
interesting.
then in the heart of New Orleans, man.
It was so disrespectful.
Well, did you hear that the the African CEO resigned, and plus
She had
they was
to.
under some type of investigation for fraud.
What?
Yep. I gotta pull up. I gotta send you a video. I have to find it. Brother Juice, how this guy, he was white guy, CEO of company. He kept telling he was some type of leader in the company, but he said he was sitting in the boardrooms and he was saying, I'm not understanding with affirmative action, all this rights. They was like, why aren't you hiring, Black Americans for these positions? Why you keep hiring Africans, Caribbeans with the country? He said it. And guess why I heard this out? I heard this on the white news media outlet. And they were just saying, telling our culture people, hey, y'all need to be looking at this type of stuff and call this stuff out. Y'all
Correct.
been getting played a long time.
That's the thing. That's what we mean by Negro autopilot. That is a form of Negro autopilot you just broke down, Sister Sherry.
Yeah. They hire and put these people in place. And then they'll say, oh, well, they meet a firm man. I'm talking about all the way down to scholarships at schools.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they everywhere. They're all in place. They've infiltrated. They've been infiltrating for years. And, we're around here like they taking people like me and Bruh Shaq were just having a conversation about the one chick, what's her name? Cynthia Erivo. They were trying to, Hollywood was trying to shoehorn her in on the acting lead act role for what's our queen mother?
Shaka Khan.
No, Aretha Franklin.
Oh yeah, I remember that with Aretha Franklin, but they got another one with they was trying to have her play Shaka Khan. And the rumor it was rumors out there, but it was never set in stone because people started already going in on it.
Exactly. Because we're not going for it. Foundational Black Indigenous Americans, we are getting on code. You're not just going to keep shoehorning fuckery down our throat. You're just not going to be able to do it. So let me play a real quick clip real fast. We were talking
and
about
play this clip, Brother Juice. I mean, to add this part, let's just make context. This didn't just start now. You had this started back then. Sidney Poitier, Cicely Tyson. These people not us.
Wow.
Go look up these people's backgrounds.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Remember how they used to always pump up Sidney Poitier? Y'all should have known something like that with the last name. And then he was married to a Karen.
And they's trying to shoehorn that DEI shit. A lot of that, they're conspiring with that whole DEI thing, which was only for white women to be able to get ahead. And a lot of our sisters fell for it. Let me play this real quick.
And they without a job. The sisters without a job, while the white liberal white women still got their job.
Thank you.
For people that went to Ghana for the Full Circle Festival. I had talked with my dad about being excited about going because I knew my Kenyan heritage. I'd known it from the beginning. My dad told me all those stories, right? It was undisrupted by the slave trade on the eastern coast. I was excited to go to Ghana because the remnants on the coast there of the transatlantic slave trade were something I didn't see in Kenya. And I was excited to see that. So I was talking to him about that, and he paused and he said, well, there was another slave trade that happened on the eastern coast of Africa that doesn't have a lot of history behind it because it took slaves to Asia, but they weren't allowed to procreate, and so it didn't last as long. He said, so our heritage did interact.
Now, let me give y'all a little bit of context on this video you're watching. Caroline Wanger, she was the whole person, CEO behind the Essence Festival this year. And people were complaining, like Lauren and all of them. A lot of our black entertainers said that the music was janky. They didn't have a sound system worth anything. They were bringing people on late. Some of our famous icons, I mean, respected in the music industry, were being treated like low-level personnel. So just want to point that out to you real quick.
With slavery in Kenya. And I was like, well, Dad,
I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I want to talk about the Essence Festival real quick. And I got a short video, a couple things to show you why it flopped. So there's a lot on social media about why the Essence Festival this year flopped. And predominantly, it's because it has been co-opted by Africans. So I want y'all to watch this video. This is the CEO. Her name is Caroline. Fucking can't remember her last name.
Caroline Wanger.
Wagamba or some shit. I don't fucking know. I forgot it. Don't matter. I'll tag her at the bottom or something. The CEO, when she's on Sway in the morning, right? And she said something that I found very fucking interesting. I'm less than a minute in, mind you. I want y'all to watch this real quick, and I'll be right back.
Authenticity, and she does it well. She's a self-proclaimed cultural architect with the passion for constructing, deconstructing, and reconstruction of organized culture. She's here with us today.
So, I mean,
you heard what he said. She damn sure reconstructed it, didn't she?
There you go.
Say the quiet part out loud.
There you
Why
go.
don't you? I mean,
exactly.
Sniff a scam artist out, huh? Thank you for this heads up. Let me go to the story so I can read it for all of us, okay? This is the same man who's the owner of this new Essence, okay? So let me read the story out of the New York Post for everybody who does not know about this particular story. Way back in 2011, the very same person who owns the new Essence, okay, was caught up in some con game way back. Let me read it to you. It's a New York Post. 2 Liberian immigrants who got their start selling soap on the streets of Harlem are living large with a booming beauty products business, homes in a pricey Long Island suburb, and luxury vehicles in their driveway. But along the way, pals, I don't know how to pronounce his first name, Rich Lou Dennis and Naima Tubman, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name either, but let me let you see them. Those two defaulted on more than $1 million in taxpayer-funded loans, failed to pay more than $450,000 in state and federal taxes, and decimated the finances of a Harlem cultural institution.
Now y'all see what I'm talking about. Now you see what I'm talking about, bro, Shaq. You still there?
Yeah, man, that's jumping for Cracker Jack, man. That's another one with me. They jumping for Cracker Jacks.
Do you see? But do you see how they'll cosplay like they're us, and then by the end of the show, they scamming, and now when the law come down, right? When all the laws come down, right? Get what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, when all the shit said and done, and all the shit done hit the fan, and all the shit on the wall stick, they ain't gonna be African. they're gonna be black. Yeah, when they winning, oh, they'll do like that boy just did, Carmelo Anthony. He'll point out the fact, show you, hey, I ain't no black, I'm Puerto Rican. But when some shit go wrong, oh, it's black. When crime is out of control, oh, it's black on black crime. And a lot of time that be them same immigrants out there scamming, breaking the law. And I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of being lumped in as the one big Negro project. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that, man. We found it too much in this country to be getting shitted on like we getting shitted on. And the Democrats are the damn conspirators to it. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You can't tell me I've been rocking and voting for you for 60, 70 years. My moms, grandmoms, and all of them taught us to be Democrats, and we ain't getting shit. The shit just getting worse and worse. And then all they do is, oh, well, it's Trump's fault. No, bitch, it's your fault. It's your fault.
Well, they showed you that under the last administration.
I'm tired of the finesse game. I'm tired of the finesse game, man. My brother Mark in the comment section says, we looking at color and they looking at heritage. Damn right. Shaq, I think you keep getting muted out. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Excuse my French, y'all. Let me calm down.
Can you hear me, Brother Juice?
I can hear you, Sister Chef.
Nah, man.
Oh, okay, that's
Nah, you good, man. Hey, I see you amped up. Nah, you good, man. That's my son topping up with me, man.
Okay, I seen your mouth moving. I seen your
mouth
moving.
I'm trying to hold my mouth, y'all. I didn't want to go off the screen where I was trying to. Now, my son, he calling and topping up with me, man. He trying to, he at that age now where he's trying to, see which route he want to take in life.
Exactly.
Things that interest him. He in school right now, so he talking about getting into the like a film writer or some shit, like screenwriter and filmology, some stuff he talking about.
Right.
Getting into.
Well,
right
make
now,
sure you don't get into them damn janky ass sexual studies that they trying to enforce. The Democrats trying to push on a lot of our kids in school.
And that's why I told him, I said, I told him that just call me when you get off, because I know you're in college and people, you meet people and I got to put you on game. I gotta make sure y'all steer you, make sure you can see and have the discernment vision that I got. You can see them damn purpose that come your way at these colleges and stuff. These purpose that's something else we got to get on too, about them damn purpose ties.
Uh-oh.
Huh? You know about them? That's the Boule, them purple ties. The niggas that need some sororities with them purple ties on. They come out dressed all speaking with the purple ties on. Yeah, you better know what they represent.
Listen, that Boule, that fraternity stuff, man. I had a niece that she was going up to FAMU here in Florida, and I overheard her talking about joining a sorority and becoming a soror. And so I told her, I said, Nisi Poo, just make sure you do your homework on a lot of these, because basically they're occult groups. And sometimes it can be helpful, beneficial, but a lot of times it goes wrong. And how do I know? Because I used to be in one. And so I won't say it. A lot of there's a folk tale out there that is devil worship. And it's a devil worship. You're a devil worshiper. When Negroes every day in my city, you worship the devil every day. For you to be a Democrat and you don't speak out against same-sex marriage and all that other stuff and abortion, you're a devil worshiper to me. So, but no, I told her, just make sure you do some thorough research on these groups and know what you're getting into. And a lot of this stuff is called ritual practice, and you're practicing basic rituals, witchcraft. A lot of that is going to be going on, and we just have to get to the bottom of the understanding of some of this stuff. Because don't get me wrong, some of our folks, they had ancient powers. You know what I'm saying? But that stuff that they do in a lot of these fraternities and sororities, they're basically, like you just said, Brother Shaq, they're Boule Gate-Keepers. And they're going to let who they want to let through the gate, and the ones that they don't want to go through the gate, they will literally undermine and shit on you.
Yeah, and string you along too. They have you string you along like you you remember that movie Vampire in Brooklyn? What they call him over there? The dude,
Yes.
Like a crony. Have you like a crony, bro? You don't want to be in no crony position, bro. That's
exactly.
bro. Nah, man.
Exactly.
The hell you
Hey,
out here
bro,
like a
Shaq.
crony?
Hey, bro, Shaq, take
Mhm.
over for me for a minute. Let me go. I'm gonna go ahead and fix me a cup of coffee, and I want you to go ahead and just break down that Boule thing and break down some more of how this plays into Negro auto being on Negro autopilot, and how
Okay.
let's tap onto the subject of selective outrage. What does that mean? Selective outrage.
Okay. All right. Hey, so we just tapping back in, man. Back into the Boule, into the topic is Negro autopilot. So when he was talking about like the sororities, these Greek fraternities, right? A lot of them was created in the late 18, going to the 19th century. You know what I'm saying? And from the information that I'm getting, I want to say it started off as a social group, like you said, for individuals that look like us, copper colored individuals. You know what I'm saying? To protect certain heritage and secrets and stuff like that. But I'm not all the way sold on that. You know what I'm saying? And it turned into something else where, like you said, it became a social group, and they just absorb all the wealth. They just absorb all the wealth. You know what I'm saying, from the so-called community, right? You know what I'm saying? They absorb all the wealth, the talented Tim, right? The Boule, the talented Tim. These different sororities, like you mentioned, these Greek, not Sacrael, what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, that was the battle between W.B. Du Bois and Frederick Douglass, with the Boule.
hmm Okay, break it down.
Gotta study history on that, how that came
hmm
about. See, all this stuff is history.
hmm
And all these sororities and these people who go join these sororities, because I know when I was in Prairie View, they was literally trying to beg me to be an AKA, and I just, first of all, I don't even like women like that. I get along with men more than women. That's number
hmm
one. And number two, the things that they went to, because my question was this, because I grew up volunteering in the community, I played
hmm
sports, I was just raised different. I was never a part of okay, if I was in a group, we be at lunchtime, all the athletes hang together, right? Think maybe
Exactly.
like
Yeah, I
that.
was athletes.
Right, because we
hmm
all play sports. But other than that, like I was part of the yearbook club, but that was me doing something to create the school yearbook for us as seniors, right? For our class of 2000. So I was asking them, I'm saying, so join you all for what? What do you all do? What do you all do in the community? What are you all even doing just here on campus? Besides throwing parties. And the real kicker was when they threw some out there talking about your boyfriend gotta take one of the leaders in the group out on a date. I said,
hmm
now what kind of SHIT is this shit? What they got to do with
Right.
joining the damn fraternity? Sorority.
hmm
So, but guess what? These are the people that they groom and they put them in certain positions. They get certain jobs. Shaq, you can see them. They all, and listen, it's like they marked. All on the back of their cars, they
hmm
got license plates stating what sorority or fraternity that they're a part of.
Yeah.
Or if,
Yeah.
like, you'll see the AK and the Alpha license plate, they have both of it on there. That's the symbolism of people to say who they are. This how deep this shit.
Exactly.
And them the same
Yeah. Right.
mofos that's been keeping us down is these gatekeepers. Remember, that's why Trump went after the universities and the college for brainwashing a lot of these young people.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say they did that more so at my school when I was at all that political. I would give my school that much that they didn't really push that. Now I can't say what's going on now because it's obviously going on in universities. And then that's
But
another
yeah.
thing
Yeah.
I've been saying in the disrespect. You notice, like at a lot of these colleges and universities, they want you to take up African American studies and shit. What is that about?
Oh Lord.
hmm
What is that about? No other cultures have that when they go to a college or a university. Why y'all kept pushing it on us? I'm talking about a whole degree, y'all. Why would you set somebody up for failure like that? African American studies.
Exactly. How you gonna study something that don't exist?
Thank you. So remember, it was a big push. It was a big push with that. I mean, we've just been used and set up as counterpart. Anyway, I'm not gonna harp too long. Those days are long gone because everybody know who the Boule is now. We know all these tethers cosplaying. I keep telling y'all about these foreigners among us. I know I'm a nurse. I used to have to check them foreigners all the time. I can talk about America. You can't. You not from here. And matter of fact, put some respect on our name because if it wasn't for our ancestors, because we know them other people that want you over here. I said, but what y'all need to do, go take what you learn here in America and go bring it to your country. Make your country better. These people don't even care about their own goddamn country. Carmela Anthony, you hollering about Puerto Rico. Have you been back to Puerto Rico? Just ask a lot of these people, y'all. Ask them the last time they've been in their country. I would sit up here and talk to these nurses. You know, these people, some of them ain't even never been back. Wow. Oh, but I love my continent. I love my country. I love wearing my country flag. And I said for the longest, anybody got a foreign flag hanging on their rearview mirror, that should be a federal offense.
Wow. That's a good idea.
I second that.
Bro Mark, check your email. Check your email. I sent you a link.
Let me ask you, brother, what you think about the sororities and the Greek front? Do you think they at once was on the right path of creating that so-called social group, or it always was put in place to absorb?
I think the founding of it, the foundational approach, it was already skewed. It was an agenda behind it from the beginning. And the reason why I say that, think about it. You're trying to talk about your indigenous to this country, your indigenous groundings, your indigenous foundation to this country, but you pledge in Greek, you pledge in European.
Exactly.
There you go.
There you go. Gotcha.
There you go.
I digress.
What if they are? What if they are? They really are the descendants of the, you know what I'm saying, the descendants of those, Greek.
Well, don't get me wrong. We were all over the planet.
Germanic. Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, we were all over the planet. I mean, copper colored people, yeah. But some type of way we lost our way. We lost our identities. We lost our DNA. Everything has been. That's why I say I always push reparations and the need, and I argue this all the time. This is a case study why reparations is owed to the true indigenous people of America. Because let's just keep it $100. Everybody trying to come here. Everybody want to be us. Everybody want to cosplay us, just like the sister Shell just said. They cosplaying us. But then when it's time for us to be us, oh, we being divisive. What?
Oh, what the hell?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How does that work? How are we? Because we loving ourselves first.
Okay.
Something's wrong with that? You wagging your finger at us?
No, the jig is up. They thought we weren't gonna never find out. They thought we were gonna stay asleep forever. That's what that is.
Exactly. They thought it was gonna keep taking advantage of the
your time is up. I hope you made enough money and prepared to make it last, because it's up.
It's gone.
Look what happened to that. Did you see that singer? They tried to come over here from Africa and was talking about the colored people. The little African, what's her name? Tyler, I think Ty. Boy, she came
right you talking about the South African chick?
Stuff.
And see, that's what's happening. A lot of these
her whole album flopped, her whole career flopped over here.
Yeah, because she got canceled. We have canceling power in the foundational.
Respect to her country. See how they come over here disrespectful?
Yeah.
Come over here and listen. I saw people on TikTok from the Caribbean, even the continent of in other countries in Africa saying she was wrong for doing that.
Correct.
So it wasn't just us speaking out about it. She did because the brother was like, I'm Haitian. If you don't know, I've been in America a long time.
Yeah.
The
We got
Black
Brother
Americans
Carlo. We
here
got Brother
set the
Carlo.
culture. They set the tone. They set the culture. So when you disrespect, that's it for you.
Yeah. We got Brother Carlo in the chat section. Peace and love to all that lost family and friends and associates on the horrible day, September 11th. Keep it up. Awesome work, ladies and gentlemen. Bro Mark, what's going on? Thank you for that comment, Brother Carlo. Appreciate it, y'all. Y'all don't forget about September 11th tomorrow, man. Keep your antennas up. Keep your antennas up. Don't get caught slipping. Y'all remember that jam? Don't get caught slipping. Don't get caught slipping. See down here in Florida, the jack thing was real bad down here, boy. We had them jump out boys down here, them young jitterbugs. And see, a lot of that robbing and stuff that was going on, that was them Haitian dudes down there in Miami and Fort Pierce and Fort Myers and somewhat in our area. But see, up here we got an old country bumpkin sheriff named Grady Judd. Y'all probably see him on internet all the time. Grady Judd will tell you quick, yeah, we shot the guy. He shot at my deputies and we shot at him 190 times. It would have been more, but we ran out of ammunition.
Is that the sheriff that be pointing up the pictures, be putting up pictures and stuff? The white guy, country guy.
That's him. He be wearing.
Yeah, he cold. He cold with it.
Them dope boys be getting caught with their chain. He take the whole chain. He take all the jewelry. He like, hey, I got on my bling today. I'm gonna tell y'all what we did. We caught up with some cowards. They were some cowards, and they thought they was gonna be able to be on the wire. And see, that's the crazy thing about a lot of this stuff, Sister Shell. Bro Mark will tell you. Bro Mark just came into the bill. I'm gonna let him jump in a little bit. These jokers don't understand. They talking about, oh, you snitching. Oh, you a snitch. Bro, you snitching on yourself. You're showing the people everything you're doing online on social media.
Come on.
You snitching on yourself, homie.
Well, you know, they said that on First 48. They said it's making police and detective jobs so easy now because all they gotta do is go on social media.
Correct. That's what Grady Judd. That's what he does. Our sheriff, he say, yeah, we caught him on the wire and they was moving around and see, we've been at war with them Latino gangs down here. Agua, all them what they call the other Mark, what they call them 13 or whatever. I can't think
MS
of it.
MS-13.
MS-13.
We had them bad here too.
He been going at them boys for about 10 years, man. One dude right down, I'm talking about 5 miles from me, he popped them with $1.5 million worth of meth and cash. We can't have that stuff in our communities, man. What if one of our young folks, children of, younger generations got hold of some of them drugs? Because I'm quite sure the drug addicts, they don't care where they drop their paraphernalia at. They really don't. They don't care. Well, Mark, chime in. Thank you for joining us. Salute. This is my good brother right here, Sister Chef. I want you to meet this good brother. This is a good brother of mine right here.
How you doing, good Mark?
I'm doing good. How are you, sister?
I'm okay.
Well, I tell you, I was listening in and, I say, let me in, coach, because, I've been crying this stuff for a minute.
Yes, sir.
But, they have, like Sister Cher said, they have been doing this whole transformation with us for quite some time. And the majority of the people that we see and we think, and when I say we, I mean as a people, as a whole, that's how I speak. But when we look at them and we think, we just say, oh, they black. Let me tell you, when you're operating in business and when you're around and you get to seeing this man or this woman may look like you, but they ain't necessarily your people. And I started looking into it back when we were having other issues a few years back because they wanted to put everything on us, and they just say, oh, it was a black man, black male, black female, and first thing we think is it's one of us. but that's not true. Like you say, it's the Haitians, it's the Jamaicans, it's the this, it's the that, but they lump us in
Yeah.
one big lump and call them black. And that ain't necessarily what it is. But ever since we got at war with 7 nations here on these lands, 7 nations attacked the I'll say America, not the United States. 7 nations attacked America from all different directions to conquer the copper complected people of these lands. And they have been hiding information. They have been banning us from seeing information like the Grand Canyon. You can't even go there in certain
Oh
sections.
man.
They have hid our pyramids. They let them grow up, and they let them look like just a big hill. Different things. They have done so much to minimize who we are, and now they're in the last stages because what are they doing? They have almost completely switched us mentally from being a majestic, moral people into being like them. And then they pretend to be like us. So now they got us running around acting like the white folk, and the white folk running around trying to pretend to be us.
Pretendians. Yep.
Yes. And so everything from the quote unquote Native American. Y'all ever went somewhere and saw these idiots doing rain dance or some of this other stuff? They don't even have a rhythm.
They don't. I've been
And
checking it
you
out.
when I was in Oklahoma, you go see the chief, and the chief so white he can't even be in the sun.
Wow. I
White
gotta
man,
put
pink.
suntan lotion on him, huh?
and and so if you look at the 5 recognized tribes, all of them are white because them
Wow.
$5 Indians took over,
Wow.
and they have erased us, and they are erasing us from history. They're doing the same thing in
Yes,
Africa.
sir. Yes,
They
sir.
doing the same thing when they go in and recondition a pyramid and
Wow.
they repaint the murals. They delete some of.
Wow.
They have pictures of the hieroglyphs inside the pyramid back in the 70s versus now after reconstruction. But
Mm-hmm.
so it's a lot of stuff been going on. And here in the Americas, this is the only land that was all black. Africa always had white folk in it, always. But
Mm.
this land is the only one that was all black. I'll show you a depiction of there's a picture of the different lands of the world and the royalty in those lands. Africa had white, black, and tan. Here, like I say, we was the home of the copper complected people. And they always were shocked because we were all shades of copper, everything from the light skin to the dark African looking dude. And that was what was so amazing
Mm-hmm.
about us. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they came here looking for the fountain of youth, because we are it. But they got to get in our head. They got to treat us and convince us. They say you tell a lie long enough, after a while, you begin to believe it.
Yes, sir.
Think about in the late 60s. Well, really, it was started like in the 50s. Remember, they used to always call us lazy, and I would say our women was loose. Now we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
great grandma. We're talking about great grandma and grandma. They used to say that about us when we was 80% married, and our women didn't carry themselves and wouldn't allow that type stuff. But now look what happened. Now they done turn our women into presenting themselves as whores, and now they're acting loose. You got to have money to get with me. You can't. You if you ain't got money, then they ain't got time for you. So they create our reality and we don't even realize it. So
You know
we
what?
have to get smarter. Go ahead, bro.
Absolutely.
But we have to get smarter, and we got to demand. You heard that word? Demand more from our grandkids. We have to.
Hey
Have
man,
to.
peace,
If
peace. What's your name, brother? I was my mic. Somebody called me. Mike jumped in and out.
no, I'm Brother Mark.
We call him Marky Mark. Bro, Marky Mark. Good brother right here, Shaq. Good brother,
Did
man.
you
This
you
one.
just mentioned something about the Africa, right? You talking about the white Afrikaners, the African? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, brother Marky Mark, what's up? Peace,
yeah.
peace, brother, peace, peace.
Peace, bro. If if you look at the continent of
Yeah, he was
Africa,
speaking on Africa, that whole that yeah, the white Africans is called Afrikaners. You're correct.
correct. But also remember they redrew the lines of Africa too. You know, Europe and all that was part of Africa. If you look at the definition of a continent, that was all part of Africa. But when they redrew the lines, try to make massa strong and make massa seem big, then that part became Europe. Well, at the time it became Eurasia, and then it evolved into something else. So, but yeah, and that's why like the Afrikaners, they came in South Africa area. They came, they migrated there, but the North Africans, if how about this? You guys notice, like, if you look at the definition of white, like when you go to get your gun permit
Mm-hmm.
or go to get some, actually read it. When they give you the definition of white, white is North African, and they have a whole list
Mm-hmm.
of countries. And so North Africa, and that's Egypt, um, what is the other one? But all of North Africa is the lighter
Yeah.
version of Africa, and it's been that for a while. Since because they started up high because that's where the lighter people begin to migrate down, and then the Afrikaners came around. So so it's this is a concerted effort to make us disappear, and we don't realize that we still are at war, and they are
And you talking
staying
like the
on top.
Iberian Peninsula? What they consider Iberian? Yeah, I got
Yeah. So we just have to realize that it ain't
you. Mm-hmm.
all honeycombs and sugar cubes. We are still going through some things. We had like 50
Yep.
years and everything
The,
changed.
when they talking about these,
Go ahead, bro.
We
I'm listening,
lost you,
brother
bro.
Shaq. I'm listening.
We lost you, bro, Shaq.
mm-hmm.
You went in and you went out. I don't know what happened to
I
your
think
microphone.
he losing his phone.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah, some
but
people probably calling him.
yeah. But bro, let
Oh
me
no,
tell
no, I'm
you.
here. Yeah, no, no, he was talking about the League of
There he
Nations.
is.
That's when I looked up. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
I
we can
think
hear
what
you.
you're
We
doing when
can.
you're going and
Can y'all
searching
hear me
stuff.
now?
Yeah, when you're going searching stuff, I think what's happening is your microphone
Can y'all hear me
shuts off.
now?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, bro.
we got you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. We hear
We
you.
got you. We
And
can hear you, Shaq.
it's probably it's causing a delay too, obviously, because I'm
Yes.
hearing you talk. Then when I talk, it's like mine is late. Is it
Oh,
causing a
it might
delay?
be a delay. I think so.
Right. You
Okay,
got a
so
Wi-Fi?
so we go back to these so-called the League of Nations and stuff. They dropped the nations came against us, bro. This is what people gotta understand. All like he just said, them shake. Yeah, it's a delay. Let me come out and come back in. You
Okay.
know?
Okay.
All right.
Right. Right.
I
Because
Oh,
think
for me,
that's
when
that
bro.
mobile app does
because when
that.
Co-
Hmm?
because when Columbus did the groundwork with his mercenary crew, he
Mm-hmm.
came he went and reported back. He went and reported back to the emperor or the king, and then they came up with a plan. And it wasn't just one because they knew it was too many of us.
Right.
And it was 7 countries attacked the U.S. or not the U.S. No, attacked the Americas from
Right.
every angle,
Right.
and and then they started shipping us. See, people they taught you the slave trade in reverse. They was trying to ship some of us out of here.
That's
And
right.
they was also shipping us. That's why every time, what do they say we from? West Africa. Because they were shipping us to West Africa.
Got it.
Ghana, they were shipping us there.
Nigeria, the Congo. Right.
Yeah, they was shipping us to West Africa to get us out of here and reduce our population.
Mm-hmm.
And now they got us
So look
trained.
at immigrants. Some of y'all might be true Americans. You might need to check the records, man. Some of
That's right.
y'all Nigerians and all of that, y'all might can jump in on these reparations that's gonna get ready to go down in America. Cause, bro, listen, we gonna stomp the ground 10 toes down until it happens because we know what we owe. We know our value. We know what they owe us. We know what was taken. It's coming too clear now. See, I think the media and social media and the internet and technology, they thought they was going to be able to like take over with it, but it backfired on them. And now it's revealing all the lies. Cause one thing about that computer, that AI, it doesn't know how to lie. It doesn't have passion and compassion, and it doesn't have a spirit of deception, unless it's a program that way. Now they can program these things. Yes, they can, bro. Mark, bro, Shack.
Yes.
They can program this stuff to say what they want to say, but just why it's in learning mode, it's feeding off of us. It's feeding off of our intelligence. That's why the AI needs human participants. It needs us. Okay, I didn't want to go too deep right there. My bad.
No.
I almost went back off in the matrix for a little bit there. I know. Go ahead.
And that's what and that's what happens. I mean, you can train technology to do whatever you need it to do. So and people think sometimes just because hey, technology said, AI said that. No, that AI been trained to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to feed it the information so it can be trained properly. Because a lot of times it's trained improperly.
There you go.
This camera.
What's going on, bro, Mark?
No, I'm looking at my camera. I'm trying to get it centered right. Cause I'm over here. I'm over here doing something with these folks. But I was listening and I said, I got to get in there. I got to say something.
Yeah, man. We sure appreciate you for coming in, man.
Yeah. But man, I tell you, we really got to wake up and stop falling for all this mess.
And bro, Mark, speaking of technology, let me bring back to our recollection, because we have short-term memory, and y'all know we get amnesia real quick and forget about what we just went through the last 4 years. Y'all know y'all will.
Yeah.
There we go.
The mRNA vaccine approach was used in the study of cancer for many years. And I know that there had been some thoughts about using it in influenza and other respiratory viruses. But the fact is it wasn't until COVID came along when that became the approach. I can also tell you that there are clinical trials starting today, now, using mRNA vaccine technology for things like HIV, for example. So I think it's really opened the door to a new approach to vaccine development for some infections that have been historically incredibly difficult to make vaccines for.
Okay. Now, what did you gather from that just then? He said, what was the key word in that whole presentation?
Well, one thing I noticed is today, which means you're guinea pigs.
You heard what he said? He said trials, experiments, and then here go the key word kicker. He said vaccine technology.
Yep.
Wait a minute. I
That
thought
was
this was a medical thing, medical industry thing.
science. Remember?
How
It's
can
you know,
how can that be? How can the vaccine be a technology? Explain that to
because
me.
because of the stuff they have in it.
Wait a minute. What's in it, bro, Mark? What do you mean?
Well,
The stuff that they have in it. You're gonna have to explain that. You're gonna have to break that down, bro.
there is no. You know, most of us when we think of vaccine, we think of the old school vaccine where they put a tiny amount of whatever it is. Let's say flu. Let's say influenza virus. They put a tiny amount of that in and let your body go ahead on and adjust to it because God created us, gave us a wonderful temple that will adjust to whatever and it'll adjust to that. And then now you're immune to it. Well, this vaccine has not 1 ounce of the COVID virus in it.
Wow.
And that's why they got to talk about mRNA. They need to look at what mRNA is. They have so they put all types of stuff in this virus. It's a lot of stuff, bro. It's not just 2 or 3 things. And when when they start trying to push it down our throat, I actually looked all this up, but I'm getting old now. I just kind of slipped my mind. I just know I keep everybody away from it because it is nothing more than a biological weapon. That is it. And and if you don't believe it's a biological weapon, look it up and prove me different with 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 Moderna or any of those other companies that create it. Prove it with facts to me because I concluded that from the facts. So it is a biological weapon and it is there to get rid of the weak and also to start programming the strong.
Correct. And like I say,
So
bro, I can sit here all day, man, and play these videos but when, like Brother Mark say, we're gonna get down to some real researching, man. When are we gonna start doing that, man? I just
it's
want to know.
I went to Pfizer website. I went to Moderna. I was all the makers when they come. I was going to their websites. Then I was going to, and I was checking the government websites and trying to see what was up with it, see how long it's been going on. And I just don't understand how people. Well, I understand. It's fear. It's fear tactic. Fear will make us do strange things. And then also they were strong arming. Wait, let me say it right. The Biden administration was strong arming us to get the virus or lose your job. I mean, get the
I remember
vaccine or
that.
lose the
I
job.
remember that.
They forgot about that. Heck, they put National Guard, police on the street to keep people off the street too. Nobody remember that.
And
What?
nobody had none of that smoke for ICE like they had. Nobody had no smoke for the National Guard when they was out there during those times.
Right.
But now they got all this smoke for the ICE. I say,
Yeah.
listen, I'm not for to get in ICE way, man. Because seeing
So
like ICE is bringing commerce and economics back alive in America. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what
right.
nobody say. It's some good gonna come out of this. Sometimes for the good to come, the bad got to start moving stuff out the way. So I
And
will say that.
the selfish people only think of illegal immigrants working in a tomato field or strawberry patch, but they are working at Hyundai. I,
Oh yeah,
I
let's
doubt.
pull that up.
I,
Let's pull that up. Let's pull that up,
and
bro, Mark. Oh yeah.
right, and they are working at companies. And I posted that on Facebook saying, here are your black jobs.
Right.
And so, they are working. Look, I know a young lady who in Tampa who makes over $20 an hour and they don't hire nothing but Spanish and Spanish illegals. and it's not, and they doing medical equipment type jobs. So we need to stop with all that BS. We fall for whatever the media say. Who gonna pick our
Yeah.
lettuce? Most of those, so many of those people already have their work visas and things like that.
Yeah.
The true illegals are out here doing things. That's why they driving, you know, the nicest of the nice and making money. So we have to realize that, and we actually have to do what you said earlier: research,
That's it.
because
Gotta do
look,
research. Gotta do research. Let's play this right here, bro. Mom. I'm glad
okay,
you brought that
okay,
up, man, because I had been wanting to touch on that subject a little bit. Let's
okay.
see.
52 illegals apprehended at the Hyundai mega plant construction site yesterday near Savannah. And I was the one that reported the information that I had to ICE. But it goes beyond just someone working illegally. Let me explain to you. These people are working for slave wages. Some are not getting paid. Some are being trafficked. They send money home to their country. They give money to their handler. They have hardly anything left. They live in homes 5 families deep, have no quality of life. It's modern day slavery. So if
By the way, that's called involuntary. What they call it? It's slavery, but they call it involuntary. Got another name for it. In other words, it's against the law.
Right.
Involuntary servitude.
you think that ICE is just going in and ripping people out of their jobs, these hardworking people that want a better life, well, guess what? Politicians have really screwed these people, because when they came here, they thought they were, hey, the border's open, we're coming in, we're going to get the 5-star treatment, and we can go to the big Walmart, and we can live in a 5-star hotel, and that's just not how it is. It's very bad conditions, very inhumane, and the Biden administration started a humanitarian crisis. So y'all can't just look at it like they're ripping good people off the job. So there were 452.
Y'all, so by now you've heard about what happened at the Hyundai plant in Georgia, right? We all know about that lady, MAGA, who's running for office, who reported those people and got them people raided. Well, now Syphilitic Sid has entered the chat, and he's now saying that these foreign companies that are coming here need to train and hire American citizens.
Come on now.
The South Korea situation just got a whole lot more complicated. Everybody has been talking about how a Georgia woman jumped on this app to tell us about how she called in the tip that saw 300 Korean nationals arrested at the Hyundai plant being built in Savannah. As the story unfolded, we learned that a lot of those Korean nationals were only here temporarily to help set up the plant and train the Americans that would work what was planned to be the first 3,000 of a potential 8,000 job expansion in Georgia's manufacturing sector. Not only is that deal in jeopardy, South Korea seems to already be responding by analyzing our trade deals. And not just that, it seems like a lawsuit that could have happened.
That's good.
Anytime in the last.
Bro, Mohawk.
Look, how long we been building auto plants?
Correct.
I think we've been building auto plants longer than anybody in the world. What are you talking about? They were there to train us.
You telling me
Get
no?
outta
We
here.
don't have any qualified people that can train other Americans in America? That's an insult, bro. That's a slap in the
Right.
face. It's a lie, and I hate when bougie, old moist ass dudes like this go to getting the story and spinning the narrative on it. Bottom
Like
line,
we don't.
those are jobs that
Yes.
Americans can have. Bottom
Exactly.
line, you don't bring somebody
Exactly.
into the country illegally.
Hey, if that company was doing all of this, why did they would have their people there illegally?
Exactly, their
the co-
paperwork would have been in order. The paperwork would have been in
Exactly.
order.
Right. Because if Hyundai bring those people over, then their paperwork would be in order. That is a lie. You can
Go sneak
stop
into
that
South
lie.
Korea and see what happened to your monkey ass. Go over there and you're
Yeah.
not supposed to be over there, and they catch up with you. You
Right.
probably won't make it home.
Mm-mm.
You probably won't
So
make it back home until you serve daytime. They will submit you to their discipline system, and your ass will be locked up or you'll be missing for a very long time.
yes,
Because
yes,
they're gonna feel
yes.
first off, oh man, you over here stealing secrets.
Yeah, you're a
That's the
spy.
first thing South Korea gonna say.
Yep.
Do you know,
So
bro?
get
You're a
out.
military man, bro, Mark. Do you realize that Korea used to be just one place? It wasn't a north and a south
Right.
until some of our oligarchs over here in America and in
Mm-hmm.
the UK, and let's just keep it 100, in Europe, come over there
Yes.
meddling around and made them people
Mm-hmm.
split up with one another. And
Exactly.
they trying to do the same. They're trying to run the same play right now
Right.
in
Yep.
what is that? Vietnam. They're trying to do the same thing, but them Vietnamese tore their ass up back in the 60s.
Right.
Yeah, that
So
y'all know that's a war that we never really officially won. Y'all know
right,
that, right?
right. Yeah, they just
Quote,
had to
and I
stop.
quote.
Yes.
It ran out of
But
money.
that was one of them. But see, that was one of them political wars too. You know, that this current president ain't having.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if we go in, we're gonna win, period. And we're
Yes,
gonna do
sir.
it as soon as possible. We are not gonna drag anything on.
Sure.
We are gonna drop America Might on your head, and then we gonna pack up and go home with all
Right.
our equipment. We're not gonna leave over $800 million worth of equipment behind,
Right.
so you can benefit from American
Correct.
technology, like
Correct.
the previous president done.
Correct. And bro, Mark, speaking of military engagement, I want to play something that you sent me a while back. Very, very interesting take, a very interesting video and receipts. Make sure I got it on.
5. When World War I is from 1492 to 1775, when America was attacked by 7 countries simultaneously for 283 years. They bombed this place. Russia took Alaska, Netherlands took Canada, British and England took the East Coast. Italy took Texas up to the Gulf. France took New Orleans up the Gulf. And Spain came around the West Coast down through Argentina, Chile, and up the backside. 7 countries attacked Black America. In 1775, we surrendered and lost the right to vote. They put us in slavery camps. They labeled them World War I.
There it is, bro, Mark. We thank you for them jewels you dropped on us right there, bro. That was true. I want to salute you on that, bro. I want to give you your flowers right now. Thank you for that. That's a history lesson that needs to be taken seriously. And that was some real good information on that there, bro. Appreciate your research. Appreciate you knowing, being in the know, and knowledge of self, bro. We appreciate that, my dude. Appreciate
I
that.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome back, Sister Shell. You there?
I don't know what's going on, but I'm back.
You already know what time it is. We're being censored. We're being shadow banned. You know, we got several terms we can call it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you but thank you for tuning back in. Thank you for being diligent with your pursuit of economic freedom. I love when you drop them economic freedom jewels on us. Tap in with a little bit of that for us, Sister Shell, and tell us, give us a little bit of that finance education you have. How do you feel about Bitcoin? Like, do you think Bitcoin is a good thing? And I heard the elder we was talking about the other night. He was talking about options, and I've traded options before, stock options, and it's a very, very complex, very, very sneaky way of doing stocks, because you're basically projecting and predicting, which is fine when you're dealing. I mean, because when you're in the stock market, it's just like gambling. It's like poker. You got to put on your poker face. But with options, you kind of got to do your homework on the company that you're trading options for, and you got to find out like what their track record has been. And I do this when I trade. I don't know about anybody else, but I would like, okay, it's September 10th right now, and y'all know the 11th tomorrow. Don't forget, antennas up, 911, 911. Antennas up, antennas up. That's what that 911 mean. Antennas. That 11 mean antennas. Your antennas up. But like tomorrow, companies are gonna be on edge because it's the anniversary of 9/11. So that you can use that as a stock tip and be able to get some gains in the market, and you would look at it, you would say, okay, 9/11. And like everybody know that you never trade at the beginning of the month anyway. It's dangerous to kind of trade at the beginning of the month because that's when a lot of the non-farm payrolls and all that is turned in, and those projections are put out into the stock market. But I don't want to give nobody no brain aneurysm. But go ahead, Sister.
Oh no, I'm glad you spoke on that because I know my older brother. I know he was talking about options, or he does options. I think similar to what Brother Pianki was speaking about. And then me and my son, for about year and a half, 2 years, we tried Forex. And it's different strategies to that. Of course, you got to look at, like you stated, the job market, non-farm payroll. You got to look at what's going on in the news. So that's true. And I just found I should have stuck with Forex, but
Forex is good. Forex is good.
I found I was better at scalping. Get in, get out, get in
Your
and out.
scalpel, right? Gotcha.
Yeah, my son, he liked to ride. He liked to trade the long term, right? But anyway, might get back to it one day. I don't know. I don't know. I think
Just learn this with stocks and any type of trading. Learn what they call candlestick math. You need to learn that.
Yeah, that's what I started. Yeah, that's what I started studying, the candlesticks.
Right.
And that's why I learned that I was better at the scalping.
Okay.
Right. Versus riding the trend and waiting for the consolidation, go down, touch.
It's
go
a manipulated
back up
market.
again.
It's all manipulated.
What's that, bro? Mark want to chime in on that?
Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. I do.
Okay.
I did options. Well, I still do it from time to time with a couple things that I know, and their trend has been the same for years. But because it's going to go up and down pretty much at the same rate. But when you get you're risking your money. People don't realize that, and it's manipulated. It's manipulated. And so
remember,
I say
we are retail traders. We are not big institutional traders. Those are two different things, by the way. But go ahead.
But it's because it's a manipulated device. That is why I choose to not deal like you say. I rather scalpel it. I rather buy shares and then watch my shares go up, sell them, sell whatever amount I want, and then go. Because then I'm not limited to an amount of time. And like when you're doing options, you're gonna do it for a day, a week, a month, or long term. But when you buy shares, when I buy shares, I can do it whenever I want to. And so, but I try to avoid the manipulated portion of it because a lot of times when you listen to people say, "Hey, this is gonna go up, this is gonna go up," and then it makes me wonder. The manipulators who manipulate our mind anyway, they put certain information out just to make people jump.
Correct.
And make people throw all this money at something, and then next thing you know, it crash. It goes up for that amount of time. They make their money, and then they get out, and then it crash, and then you still holding the bag, or you hold it for a certain amount of time, and you lose so much. So once I got tired of that game after losing thousands. You gain big and then you lose big.
Yeah,
And
it's almost like a trade-off, and it's funny about what you say about the people who manipulated that guy Jim Cramer. They say he's one of the worst. He'll say
mm-hmm,
buy, buy, buy. You know, you need to sell. Oh, it's gonna crash, crash, crash. They
right.
really, I don't know how he hasn't been sued yet. He or they CNBC haven't been sued for the information that he puts out. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't understand it. But yeah, you're right. That's why I started just scalping. Get in, get out, be done for the day. I
Yes.
might go back to it one day, but then I got hooked on crypto, right? Got hooked on
Mm-hmm.
crypto, made a pretty good amount of money on crypto, and I'm still holding my crypto as we speak. And so that's the
Yes.
newest news today with um, the thinking coming out of the Security Exchange Commission stated now that a lot of these crypto creators who created a lot of crypto and did a lot of innovation with crypto, now they can come back into the United States because remember they were restricting them, suing them,
Mm-hmm.
tell them you can't operate here. But I told people if he was like, "Oh, it's a scam, it ain't real," I started learning, and I didn't know. I learned about Bitcoin maybe back in 2015, 2016. A lady put me on it. And then I started watching the brother Nipsey Hussle. Now, I didn't know Nipsey Hussle was a rapper. I didn't know he was well known. I was like, okay, he doing crypto. He in Amsterdam. And so I just went down a rabbit hole and started studying about crypto. And I started learning about the white papers on investing tokens that have a use case of solving a problem. So we made a lot of money in crypto. Crypto still doing good to this day. I know my mom sent me a message the beginning of kind of yeah when Trump got elected in February, and she was like, "This is my account. That's my money." I said, "Yeah, that's your money." My mama had her crypto shot up to $6,700. Of course, mine
Mm-hmm.
way lot more, but not trying to brag, but I was just telling people in crypto, don't get caught up in the meme coins, don't get caught up in the scams that they have. Oh, you put your money here to grow and you can cash out. It's like stock. Buy it, hold it. When it go up, you can, sell
Right.
it. When it go back down, buy some more. Cause that I learned that strategy and that was the best way for me to make money. But it's here to stay. People scared. They don't want to learn about it because I don't trade it. Crypto is too volatile. You think Forex and the stocks volatile. Crypto is too volatile to trade, period. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would advise everybody at least get you some crypto. And why it's still cheap. And I can tell you one thing I know about crypto and stock. I've never seen no stock grow as fast as cryptocurrency. I'm talking about from Bitcoin to XRP. It takes stocks a while to get to $300. It takes crypto, this was happening like this overnight. But you had a lot of people in my generation and younger, right? We got to make some
Mm-hmm.
form of income. We don't have no social security. These jobs ain't promised. They ain't going to work us to death. So we had to learn to invest other ways, and crypto was a good outlet for us to be in and that it's more affordable. It's still affordable now, but we could have another show on it another day if y'all ever want to get into it. Y'all want to set up y'all wallet. Y'all want to get into it.
Absolutely.
We'll do that
Yes.
another day.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. That's what Urban
Now,
Matters BMG is about, bro, Mark. We're about connecting the dots between our people. Go ahead, bro, Mark.
right. Now, one thing that I would like to add to that, and it's a good way to make money, but do not do not allow us to do all you can to fight for us keeping a paper currency or some sort of
I
currency
agree.
that you can put in your hand, because they can make you rich or poor in one push of a button
I
if we
agree.
go all digital. And that's
And
what we have to fight
it's a push for that,
for.
brother Mark. It's a push for it too.
Absolutely.
Because the
Yes.
dollar is collapsing. Let's just be honest with bricks. Maybe that's another show for another day.
Oh, yeah. I
But
got
the new
plethora of
brick.
knowledge on bricks.
Yeah, did you just see the new one? What
No,
they
I did not.
didn't add Kim Jong Un. It was all of them: Putin,
What?
Xi Jinping, Kim Jong Un.
Well, I know Putin and all of them was part of
Mm-hmm.
BRICS Nation, but I didn't realize North Korea
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, they had a meeting with him.
So Putin.
Yeah,
And
they
listen,
did.
I don't know if y'all
What was that,
paying
a couple
attention
weeks
to
ago?
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, about maybe last week.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I know it's pretty recent. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I don't know
Go
if
ahead,
I
Brother
don't know if
Q.
the family members here at Urban Matters keep up with the currency valuations, but Russia. You remember when Biden was in office and they put the sanctions on Russia with the whole Ukraine war thing, and they was trying to bully, and they was telling other nations, "Hey, look, even though y'all cock bigger than ours, y'all bet not do business with Russia." And like a lot of these nations was like China was like, "Fuck out of here." Vietnam was
Right.
like, "Fuck out of here." Venezuela was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Right.
A lot of nations was like, "How you gonna tell
Saudi
us how to
Arabia
spend
and
our
them,
money?"
yep, they wouldn't even answer the phone for Joe Biden.
Right.
And listen,
Right.
the Russian ruble
And
skyrocketed. If you
it
had
sure
Russian
did.
rubles
It
in
sure
your
did.
if you had Russian ruble currency in your portfolio, you'll be rich right now. You'll be rich right now. I
Let
pay
me
attention
piggy
to
off
shit,
back
man.
there
I've been doing
too.
this shit for about 10 years, Sister Share. And I'd be like, how the fuck? See, that's the one thing when you're paying attention to the Forex market. You could buy some money from the UK and
That's
fly
right.
in America by that next morning. That shit might pop $3-4, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Now you got a whop in your pocket if you go and cash it in. That's the good thing about, bro, Mark, what you said about having the actual tangible currency or gold or silver or some type of precious metal in your possession, in your hand. It is so important that you
I get
all.
you one better, Brother Juice. Not interrupt you. I glad you brought that about the international currency with the ruble. Go look up an article. You could look up right now because I'm learning this economics. I'm talking about seriously. Politics, yeah, I'm kind of good on that, but I'm focusing on economics now. Go look up what Warren Buffett is putting his money into now. International currency. So he's invested in Japan and some other countries. He's not even investing in U.S. stocks.
Wow.
The two
And you
people
know
to
what?
follow that I'm learning that know they stuff about this economy is Warren Buffett and Ray Dalio. You won't never go wrong with them.
Oh, I
When
love Ray
Warren
Dalio.
Buffett
That's my
pulling his
dude.
money out and he moving, you better be moving.
Ray Dalio, that's my guy. I've been
Oh, you
following
know
Ray
about Ray
Dalio for about.
Dalio?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Them, you follow them too?
Hell yeah.
You own the money.
But
Hell
you
yeah.
know why? Because if we pop back into politics, because Trump, and the reason why they put all
There
this
you
stuff
go.
out on him is because Trump is trying to push America out of the whole one world order situation. And the internationals want one world order. And that's what Biden was pushing us into, one world order.
Correct.
And that's why they hate Trump, because Trump is getting us away from that. And so they're going to do everything to put negatives up on everything he's doing, because they want all us to be one unified everything, one unified currency, one unified rule of law and everything.
Yeah, new
And
world
so,
order.
right.
New world order.
And so they don't like this America first thing, because it's
No, they don't.
slowing them down in their process. But what they're doing is they're getting what they can from it. Because one thing I hate about Trump is how he jump on the Jew bandwagon, and
Yeah, everybody, you think you mad about it, Brother Mark. Y'all better go watch these MAGA people and these other groups. Boy, they so upset with Trump, it ain't even real. I mean, I am too, because you ran on America first. So
right.
And but my thing, here's my biggest thing, nobody in the world you will agree with 100%.
correct.
But I'll ride out with 70, 80, whatever percent, because the rest of the time we ain't been getting nothing.
There you go. That's true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I don't, you know, you got people telling my grandson that you can go and identify as a cow if you want to, and you can chop your penis off, and your parents can't say nothing about it. Now, how we can follow some mess like that, I don't know. But God's people should be better than that. And so I love so many points to where, we all got to kind of give up a point here and there, as long as it's not something that's detrimental to us. And so that's, you know, unfortunately, we've been sort of trained to where it's this all or nothing thing. And
Right.
then when we jump on the other bandwagon, it's like, I'm doing that because I don't want to do this with this guy. But this other guy is doing this, that, and the other underneath the cover. Like we were saying with Carmelo Anthony, he done rode the black bandwagon for all these years.
Hmm.
And now at the very end, all of a sudden, oh, I'm Puerto Rican pride. Well, why you play for the US team? Why didn't you play for Puerto Rico?
Puerto
You
Rico.
know?
And yeah,
Yeah.
and what about the Olympics? If the Olympics, why wouldn't he play for Puerto Rico?
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, man, please. All that stuff,
Well,
like,
see, he cosplayed and he did all that, but they still ruined your career, dude.
yep, yep,
Your career
yep.
still got ruined behind basically LeBron.
So, and that's, they hate brothers like LeBron, who's Black American,
Hmm.
copper, copper, copper indigenous brother, and he's doing stuff. So what do? They get him to go to the secret side,
Of
you
course.
know. Yeah, they get him to go into the secret side. So they always want to control us if they can't control us, if that makes sense. So if you can't control my level of prowess on the court, then you gotta lure me over with the other stuff on the other side, because that's gonna, that way we can still have some control over you.
But
So it's
I think eventually you can only sell out for so long, that your conscience just eats at you. And like Kobe Bryant, which I never really think Kobe Bryant was a sellout. I just think he was different, almost in an artistic type way, right? He was so good at mastering things, right? The man knew 12
right.
languages. I saw a basement. I mean, he in his no his attic, books everywhere. He said he would get up at 4 in the morning just reading books, all kind of books. He wrote children's books. He did that, and so they knew he was gonna be a threat coming out the league, because remember he was gonna create a league for us again, but over in places like China and other parts of the world. He was even working with Dennis Rodman was a part of that too with Kim Jong Un. And then he was going to redo the women's basketball league. That's why he
Yeah.
was focusing on his daughters. When you
Right.
do that, and then of course with the pharmaceutical
So
deal, but when you do that, lights out,
that's right. That's right.
lights
And
out.
like I say, when and if you can't control him, we got to get rid of him.
That's correct.
We can't control
But
him.
but you
All
know
right, so
what
you got to
I'm
go.
so upset about is that, and see, I don't know. I mean, he married the wetback. That was a come up for him. Um, but
Say what, man?
I couldn't be
I
married
love
to
it.
nobody like him. They probably kill me too, because I'm like, my husband was killed. My husband was murdered. I want all of
Right.
this investigated.
Right.
I want
But
to
you
start
notice,
rallying the fans. I want to get everybody involved. Kind of how they rallied behind Kyrie Irving when they tried to do what they did to Kyrie Irving.
Right.
And the
but
fans thought that's what you have to do. But he's
Get on code. They call it getting
an
codified.
actual wetback, so that's
but
different, huh?
but you notice how they got us trained. They got us trained to mourn, to grieve, to buy
That's true.
products
Not
for
not to find
our
out how
fallen
you
good
died.
people.
Correct.
Right. But then when you get
I
somebody
agree.
like You get a criminal like George Floyd or somebody controversial. Now you wanna march and carry on when you should have been marching and carrying on for Kobe.
Behind Kobe.
And right. And George Floyd, you know, hey, we need to find out what happened, but I'll be dog if we're
He
gonna
was
have a
a, he
whole
was a, he
movement.
was a crackhead and fentanyl head. He's from Houston in Third Ward, and he was
Exactly.
he was also a gigolo, and
Porn
sometimes he used
star.
to
He
bounce
was in
out. Yeah,
porn. I know
porn
that for a
star.
fact.
Right. This dude, but that's why I say, where was the outrage when they put up George Floyd statues? You mean to tell me they got more George Floyd statues up than Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and ain't nobody upset about that?
Mm-hmm.
But I put that out there. I talk about that. All my stuff get taken down.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
this
said,
the
I'm
thing
not
there
even,
too. This the
what
thing
I'm
too.
a K for heroin, fentanyl, crackhead for? Hell, I work with them and take care of them in the
Because
damn hospital all the time.
the Democrats push
That's the
and sell
Democrats.
dysfunction to
That's
our
correct.
Yes.
communities.
To our communities. Yep.
Correct.
Yep. And let me ask you this. Did you notice during Obama's last run how many videos of black people getting abused and killed and treated wrong flooded the internet? They was trying to, that was mind control. They was trying to create a problem, so then get us all upset. Oh, they killing us left and right. Now let me tell you, they like to do tests because Obama, the only thing he did in all of that, all those videos and all that outrage, what did Obama do? He put cameras on the police, and then he
And
came up with that.
militarized them too. Don't forget the rule
Yes,
of law. He
I was,
militarized the police and he put the cameras on, but
and
he militarized
and
them. Don't forget that.
and he militarized them, and he also came up with the Angel Act too, that protected them. So you militarize, you
There you go.
protect, and you put and you
And he gave them
publicize a
funding.
camera.
And he gave them
Right,
funding.
right. So,
Big dollars.
but that was a test to see how much we pay attention and how much we're gonna raise sand. We don't raise sand about stuff that's written down because don't enough of us read. We're gonna go for the stuff that they put on CNN. And if they don't put it
Well,
on
remember,
CNN, we ain't
you
gonna
know
get
how it
mad.
was back then when it was Obama, and you said anything bad about Obama, niggas want to jump on you. And he ain't even one of
Right,
us. He a
right.
Kenyan, and his
Exactly.
mom is a Karen,
Oh yeah, I can go deep into that one. Yeah,
and his
Mr.
wife
Yeah, yeah.
is a man. I mean,
Right. Oh yes, yes. Definitely. All of that. And so
I
so
mean,
you know,
they
Mr.
have no
Barry
clout
Satoro,
anymore, but the fact that we got tricked into something like that.
but that's how they do us. They feed us a big old beautiful narrative of a beautiful red velvet cake, and then once you cut into it, you love it, you show it to everybody, and then once you cut into it, it's like it's like on the help, it's a shit pie.
Yeah, doo doo. I was just gonna say that, and you eating doo doo. Yeah.
So that's how they do us, and then we don't complain, or here's unfortunately what we do. We excuse it. Oh, they didn't mean to give us a shit pie. They had made this shit pie for them Trump supporters, and we mess around and grab the wrong pie. It's amazing. I'm like,
But
what?
what it was funny, the excuses that people would say, like even talking about that. Well, they won't, the Republicans won't let Obama do nothing. I say, Negro, don't you know Obama had the House and the Senate
And the Senate,
when he first got it? Don't I say, see, that CNN, MSNBC, it got y'all generation. That's why don't give me nothing about politics, because where you getting your information?
yeah,
Are you reading it? You read it? I say I go
right.
on lighthouse.gov.
Yep, yep. And
Because if you
somebody
get
was
it from
telling me,
CNN, MSNBC, we cannot have a conversation at all. That's why I'm telling you, I don't respect that generation.
I tell you, the number one ninja act just happened these past couple weeks when they talking about Trump said out of his own mouth that blacks were raised to be criminals and killers and all
There
this
you
and that.
go.
I say maybe y'all need to look at the speech. He didn't say blacks. He said the doggone people that are doing these things. So y'all must know that the black folk doing it. Because he didn't say black, Mexican, or nothing else. He say the criminals that would do these things are hardcore and everything else. So I had one person actually go listen to the speech, and they was like, "I be dog, you right. He didn't put a name on it. He just
These
said the
Negroes,
people that did it."
they don't want to read, they don't want to research, they don't want to do nothing but run
Mm-mm.
their mouth and complain.
Yep. And I don't care who in office, you have to take the time to pay attention to whatever they passing, and you gotta make the best of it for you and your family. And we got to get back to the days of, if you're a Democrat, you lose. Guess what? We lost. In 3 years. We're gonna try to get back. We're gonna try to win, and then we're gonna win or lose again, and stop all this complaining for a whole 3.5, 4 years until we get another election. Because life can't stop because of a political election. Life
Mm-mm.
has to go on, and we got to stay focused on our families. And if Trump come up with a law, or Biden come up with a law, or whoever, this that we can exploit, take advantage of to make money for our family, that's what we need to pay attention to. And if somebody's doing something against our family, like the stuff I mentioned earlier, then by the very same token, that's what we need to show outrage about and do something about and keep it from happening. I don't care who you are, Democrat, Republican, or Istanbulian. It don't matter.
Right is right, wrong is
Wrong is
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, and it, the my cousin used to always tell me this. He used to be like, and that's why I tell people, yeah, you want to watch what's going on politically and economically, but you want to have your ducks in a row and protect yourself, because self-preservation, he used to always say this, self-preservation is the number one rule of nature.
That's right. That's right. And if you don't and if you don't take heed to that, then something wrong with you. It ain't nothing wrong with the
Oh,
system.
no, they
You the problem. Cause this system ain't changing no time soon. We understand it's a target on our back, and we gotta do our best.
Oh no, it's getting, yeah, it's even getting worse. I mean, the haves and the have not class is here.
Right, right. And
Yeah,
it's like, which one you gonna be a part of?
that's correct.
So,
It's your choice, because it's gonna only be
mm-hmm.
two classes. That's it.
Cause the information is there. The information is there. You know, I, I told people, I say, and most of y'all, you know what? I guarantee you, y'all agree. If I had the opportunity, like these young people have, when I was in when I was in grade school, they can do college courses so early and all this and that. I would have graduated probably in the 10th grade, and by the time my 12th grade year came, I would have had my college degree.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because they can do both and all this. We had so many limitations on us, and we didn't have as much information or as much help, because we couldn't take a test with a calculator. We had to know it. All that calculator and all that, they didn't allow that.
Yeah, we
But
we need to we need to get back to that mental mind thinking, and I know that's what I did when I ran my nonprofit for 5 years. We were tutoring the underserved youth. You didn't have no calculator. You had to have it up here.
that's right.
That
That's
that
right.
that's not how life works. We made it fun. We made it enjoyable. We did things as a team, but them kids learn. That's why I don't believe when I had to tell my little brother sometimes, he's a principal. He's like, well, the poor and the poor. I say, hey man, all the grants and all of that stuff, the money your school get, that go to the poor school districts. That don't go to the rich school districts. You need to look
Wow.
that up. Now, when school districts are
Wow.
mismanaging money, and giving money to their husbands, their friends, and everybody else, and taking money away from kids. Why y'all not outraged about that? That's what I was. I was in Austin speaking about it. I'm at the school board meeting speaking up against it. I'm at the schools speaking up against this stuff going on. I say, stop letting them Democrats play on you. You poor, you understand. I say, nigga, we grew up in a all black school district in the hood, and you mean to tell me we learned? And that district didn't even have a lot of money, or did the teachers and the leadership cared about us?
Care.
Was the
That
parents
was the
all in?
difference.
The students was all in.
That was the difference.
But them liberals, them Democrats, on they poor. When let me tell you, I told my little brother, I said, don't ever say that out your mouth. I say, because all they do, they use that to get grants, money, and funding, and it doesn't go to the school and it doesn't go to the students. It goes right in their damn
pocket. Because
that's why Trump cutting out a lot of these grants and USAID. This is why he's cutting this out. Cancer research. Hell, you ain't found a cure yet for cancer?
Right.
What the hell I need to man, I used to do our breast cancer while AIDS while I don't do none of that no more. I say, man, this shit is a game. These people making money and the people ain't even getting help. Hell, you 30, 40 years, you ain't found a cure yet. What you still researching?
Exactly. When you gonna do
Or
something?
you
Stop
stealing and
researching.
taking money. Yeah, that part.
Cause you know, nonprofits only have to give 5% to the cause.
Yeah, I've
5%.
been hearing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not like that. I gave my all to the kids, and we got
Look.
grants. I gave it all, even my own.
And that's what we kind of screw up a little bit, because look, we vibrate like that. But see, you look at Goodwill, Salvation Army, any of those places, 10%, they give 10% to the actual cause.
Wow.
Why you think Goodwill building all these beautiful stores?
Yeah.
And then you go inside, it costs more than Walmart.
It do. You see how expensive Goodwill stuff then got?
Yes.
Yeah, they getting top dollar. That's why I'm very, very meticulous in what I give them, man. I'm strategic in what I give them, because I used to think that I was giving it for a greater cause. But if they're making a profit off of it, there is no way possible I could be helping the underserved people who can't afford it. I know if I can't afford it, I come back in there 10 minutes later, it's on the shelf. Wait a minute, I just turned this in. What? Y'all got $100 on what?
Come on now.
United Way, same thing.
Oh,
It's a
them the
huge
biggest
ripoff.
Scams.
It's a rip
Red
off.
Cross.
Yeah, I gave to United Way. I worked for a certain
years.
delivery company for the Teamsters and all of that, and we used to give to United Way constantly. And I used to give almost like $20 out of my check a week. I just imagine if I would have put that into a stock market somewhere, I'd probably be not even on this call with y'all right now. I'd be somewhere in Tijuana. But yeah, man, hey, listen, man, I'm glad y'all chiming in. Hey, I love how y'all are networking, Sister Cheryl, Bro Mark. And y'all putting out some heavy information, and that's what Urban Matters BMG is about. BMG stands for Black Media Group. I hate using the black, but it's the easiest way I can communicate with our people, the fastest, most effective way. I just use that term, but then I like to also,
so people understand. I got it.
Right, but at the same time, we're still going to delineate and articulate what type of black we're talking about. And that's just all about, because we have pride in who we are, and we are the indigenous foundational Americans of this land, of the North American star, however y'all want to call it. And y'all trying to come here. If you got a problem, if you got so many ideas on how we should be running America, well, why you fled? You could go back to your country and build.
Do it in your
country and build. Absolutely.
If you got so much advice and you got so much education beyond, light years, go build. You can't. You know why you can't? Because you're 90% of the population where you came from, and you're being controlled by 10% of the people.
Correct.
You're under colonism still.
Absolutely.
That's why. You're under colonialism. And you don't want to admit it. And you didn't run shit in your country. That's why you over
Even
here.
if you think about Brother Mark, even if you think about these countries, just the continent of Africa alone, I mean, it's billions of them, and y'all still letting the colonizer or y'all corrupt leaders do y'all their way. I mean, y'all don't fight for nothing. This is why I keep saying we are not them. We fight. We fight.
Right.
We
They
had to
don't
fight.
Right.
We
So
had
how
to
you
fight,
gonna
Sister
tell me
Sept.
I'm from the Caribbean people don't fight? The African people don't fight. People from the continent of Africa don't fight. But I tell you what they do. They scheme, scam, and commit some crimes in a minute.
They sure do. And they bring
Hey.
that right over here to these shores, and then when they get
sure
caught, they be called black.
But as far as
All of a
fighting
sudden,
and
you're
standing
black.
up, and look, we ought to be proud of Trump. That that's the first ones he started getting rid of, them Africans and them Haitians. Obama did too. He got rid of a lot of them Africans too and Caribbeans.
Man, you know what? It's so sad, man. The Democrats, they was
Trump
shitting on.
came in. Y'all first on the chocolate box, along with the ones that coming on that southern border. Get out of here. Get out.
I agree.
They tried to
I
violate
agree.
so many of our constitutional rights, man. That liberal Democrat Party. Don't forget now, they tried to ban your weapon too. Remember that?
Sure did.
Did.
They tried to violate so many of your rights, and yet and still, boy, that's why I be trying to, y'all gonna have to help
Remember
me.
this,
But
brother Juice. Remember they tried to use the federal school lunch program, not giving states the money if they didn't teach the gay LGBT trans agenda.
Oh yeah. I remember all of that. I could
Along
pull up
with the
actual
money
books.
with the school books. I'm like, yeah.
I could pull up books right now.
Education. Kill it.
Okay.
In it. Kill it.
I'm gonna pull up some books. Y'all keep chopping it up. Keep chopping it up.
Yeah. And it's amazing. I mean, the memory of people, especially our people, we have no long-term memory.
None whatsoever.
It's like, wait a minute. This
We
was
have
just
1 minute
couple
focus
years
and
ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Sound bites. Give me sound bites.
Yeah.
And it's like, we've been trained to act like little kids to where we can't look at an entire documentary. No,
Right.
just give me sound bites. Give me what's
Right.
important. No, but when you go to their job, you will look through 19 books in order to get master his answer.
And cut you bitches some slack. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
What's that?
What you got on there, brother? Juice, what's that?
Tell a friend to tell a friend. She's back. I heard you.
Huh?
I took over a year off and cut you bitches some
Look at the name of these books
slack.
for your children.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
You gotta maximize it, brother. You can't
Okay.
choose.
Let me maximize it then, because y'all know
Yeah,
I'm all
that's-
about. Y'all know I'm all about giving y'all the truth. Okay.
I took over a year off and cut you bitches some slack. Tell a friend to tell a friend. She's back. I heard you. I took over a year off and cut you bitches some slack.
Yeah.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
7 facts that those against the banning of This Book is Gay by
Yeah,
Julia
it's-
Dawson
it's-
may
it's
find useful
not
at the
showing
Hillsborough
something
County
going
School
on
Board
with the
emergency
screen.
meeting. It was a mouthful. As a reminder, the emergency meeting of the Hillsborough County School Board is Tuesday, March 28th.
Hillsborough County, that's a county down here in Florida.
few days ago, a high school library in Florida removed 52 young adult books off of their shelves, the majority of
Are you
which were
sharing your
authored by
screen?
authors
We
of
don't
color and
see it.
queer authors, all in an
Y'all
effort
don't
to
see it?
censor controversial
Share your
books.
screen,
Here
bro.
are
And we
some
didn't
of
see
the
You
the
got
other
books
me
that were
one
maximized,
taken
either.
off the
I think.
shelves, which I
Share your
highly
screen.
recommend you
Well,
buy
okay, I
and
see what you're
read.
saying.
Ace of
Okay,
Spades by
sorry.
Frida Ibike Mide is a thriller that follows two queer black teenagers who delve deep into the heart of institutionalized racism at their private school. Lobizona by Romina Garber is a fantasy novel that follows an undocumented teenager who discovers a secret world straight out of Argentine folklore. Cinderella's Dead by Caitlin Bayron is a Cinderella retelling following a queer
7 facts that
I took over a year off and cut you bitches some slack. Tell a friend to tell a friend. She's back.
I heard you.
I took over a year off and cut you bitches some slack. Tell a friend to tell a friend. She's back.
I heard you.
Oh, buddy, you said this with your whole chest, didn't you? Exclamation points and all. You even said next like it was a mic drop and you were done, but you didn't actually open up the book Bye Bye Binary, did you? If you did, then you realize that it has nothing to do with sexual orientation or anything like that. It just has to do with gender norms. You want to take a look? Here we go. So the book preaches that it doesn't matter if a baby goes to bed with a pink or a blue blanket, as long as it's snuggly. Who cares? We don't have to choose to give our babies dinosaurs or dolls because as long as they're happy, doesn't matter. And we don't have to choose between bow and bow tie because as long as it looks cute, what's the difference? Now, I really don't care what your sexual orientation is, but I do care that if you are going to support the banning of books in Florida, you might want to, what's that phrase? That's it. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay? Good talk. Bye.
And these
At
jokers,
the Supreme Court, a school in Maryland tried arguing.
look how you can tell they fruity. You can tell who's pushing it and who's not.
Correct.
Right.
Pride
Correct.
puppy.
Right.
They're using animals. They're using colors to attract
Hello.
kids.
few days ago.
Okay.
Do you believe that there needs to be some age restrictions
Thank
on
you.
certain books?
Agreed.
We shouldn't be teaching children about sexuality so early. Or being transgender, changing your gender. They can't even learn to drive a car yet.
That makes lots of sense. And I think what we should. This is CNN. Recently, they aired a report about how some parents and government officials are concerned about certain reading material found in school libraries. Let's take a look.
This is a school librarian in Texas. Why are you afraid to show your face?
Because there was a day not too long ago when I had to stop and think when they come in with handcuffs and they come in with a warrant for my arrest for alleging that I've provided obscene material to minors, who am I going to call first?
First of all, if you're a school librarian and you can't tell what is obscene and what isn't, you're in the wrong line of work. Second, if there is a book in your...
Man, I could go on for days with this, y'all. I'm going to digress right there. But they literally are trying to defend it. And these Looney Tune adults are trying to defend what's appropriate for your child.
And he's saying crazy stuff like, if you don't know what's obscene or not. Obviously, she already knows that it's obscene, but her hands are tied and she has to put the book up or she's gonna lose her job.
Correct.
So, what you want one individual to fight the school board. Yeah, right. So, or the state. So I love the fact, that's another thing that I love that Trump done, getting rid of the Department of Education, or starting to wind it down, and then putting it in control with the states, letting the states control their students' education. Because now we can sound off to the state a lot sooner than we can to the federal government. There's no middleman.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, listen. Hey, we're going to tap out right now, y'all. Thanks for joining us, man. We very much enjoyed this, man. I know we can go on for hours and hours and hours and hours because there's so much we got to catch up on and there's so much that's going on. And see, that's the 22 catch 22 right there. Family, Keep your antennas up. It's 9/11 tomorrow. Make sure y'all are paying attention. Make sure you're on your guard. Make sure that you are giving reverence to what happened here when we were under attack. A lot of people have forgotten about that. Like Brother Mark say, we have anti-long-term memory. And a lot of us just want to stick our head in the sand. And at the end of the day, just let other people think for us. But here at Urban Matters, BMG, you're going to be a critical thinker or not, or you're not going to be a part. I got guys all the time coming in. Oh, I tell them, look, man, this is not for you. Maybe it's not for everybody. It's only for people that have a critical thinking knowledge and a critical thinking mindset. Like you don't want to just settle for what everybody is.
These men, they worse than women.
The men, oh my God,
Ooh, they worse than women. God, dog.
I'm like, bro, go find your testicles and get some type of fortitude about them. Tell your old lady let you borrow your testicles when you come.
Let them go. Yeah, let them tell her to let them go. Let them hang. God, dog.
Man,
this bussified stuff is.
Oh man, they bust out. They bust out.
Oh gosh. I say, damn, it's like ridiculous. Everybody get married now. They just bussified. I mean,
correct.
Let the woman run and do everything. Wow.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life.
That's
BS.
bullshit.
Exactly.
If y'all so-called Christians, I thought that for the so-called Christian, the Bible say the wife supposed to be a helpmeet and the man supposed to be the head.
Head, right? Real simple.
Y'all so-called Christians.
That's what it says, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't. They don't read that book. They don't
read it. Heck, no, they don't read it. Of course. Whatever
definitely don't follow
it. They worshiping pastor. Remember, they ain't worshiping God and Jesus. They worshiping pastor.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, pastor really said something today.
Baby, they reported me on Facebook and everything when I
pastor
calling them pastors gay and Keon and bussified gay one that's messing with Shaquille O'Neal. Why that man been married 3 times? That man gay as all I knows.
Wow.
Right.
He done hustled his church out of $4 million for when Hurricane Burrow hit. They got mad at me, reported me for that. Because I said, y'all giving this man asked for money with Hurricane Burrow. I said, this how dumb y'all is. You know the church got insurance, right? Fools.
Hey, bro, Mark. This sister right here, she heavy in the game, bro, out there in Texas, bro. Like, she really doing, like, a lot of people talk about it, but she's doing it, man.
I've done it. I do the work.
She's in the community heavy.
I do.
When you doing some stuff, too, with the legislation out there, Sister Cher?
Yeah, so what we were doing with the legislation, we still trying to work on that. Well, we don't have to push it anymore as much because we were trying to get the charter schools to be held more accountable, like the public school systems. But since school choices kind of passed, that give parents more leverage in kind of, underserved communities to send their kids elsewhere. So now the money actually follows the child. But I've had to have these conversations and debates with these coon Negro sellout state representatives, state senators we have here. And I ain't like one of them, I called Todd in front of the Texas Federation of Teachers. No, I checked them first because I told them, I say, please stop coming over here talking about our plight and our issues in the community when your schools are thriving and your communities are thriving. Okay, because we know the games that you all pay as teacher unions, and it never benefits the students. Y'all just line y'all pocket with the money, right? And
that
want
part.
us to get behind the issue and support while our schools are failing. I say, so y'all stay out this conversation. So I told the staff rep on my island, I say, be careful when you get on calls, you running your mouth. Make sure you giving both sides the benefits of school choice. It's not only just to send your child to a private school. If somebody want to open up a homeschool co-op, they can get that. They can get the $10,000 per child for that. If a church want to open up a school, had I had my nonprofit still open, I could get that money, right? It provided tutoring. It provides mentoring. You can use the money to go on Amazon to buy educational books for your students, right? You can use it for transportation. See, they never do this. This is how these demon crests do. And you wonder why somebody turned Texas purple. No, y'all done turned Texas bloodshot red now.
It's, and you know what's sad is, you know,
I call these people out. Y'all can look me on YouTube. I don't play with them people. I don't play with them. Not when
Give
it
us your
comes to
channel real quick on YouTube, Sister Chef.
Huh?
What's your channel on YouTube again?
It's not on there, but you can. Let me see if I can find a video while I was speaking up again.
And you can put it in the chat section. You can put it in the Jumbotron.
Okay.
Because we're trying to connect, man. We don't have time for these.
What part of Texas you in?
Houston.
Oh, my favorite city. I lived there for some years, and I got with some of them organizations which turned out to be garbage.
Oh yeah, be careful here. Yeah, if you ever come and you need to forward one about the politics, the organization, holler at me first.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I've been a part of all them and all these sellouts.
Right.
Yeah, holler. I've been in this fight. That's why I tell people, y'all new to this. I'm true to this.
The National Black United Front, INBA.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, with Kofi Tahaka now.
Kofi. Yeah.
Yep.
I can talk on that one. Kofi a trip.
Yes, a lot of them. He ain't the only one.
Oh yeah, I know.
He's not the only one.
And that, as I actually went over to start getting organizational tactics. Brother Juice, you remember when I was flying back and forth so I can set up stuff here in my hometown in Florida.
Oh yeah.
And I was back communicating with Dr. Juice back then, but man, it turned out to be a real disappointment. So yeah, it's good when you talk to somebody that's a little more grassroots and a little bit more about the business of making change.
That's your page right there, and your LinkedIn right there, Sister.
Yeah, that's for my business part. I'm gonna try to see if I can text you the link on my. How can I put it in the chat? Can I put it in the chat here?
Yeah, you should be able to put it in the
Okay,
chat. If not,
let me try to hold on. Let me try to do that because I'm trying to fast forward it to the where you can get to where I'm speaking at when they was talking about the TEA taking over Houston Independent School District. Hold on, let me try to. I didn't know I could put it in the chat. I was gonna try to text it to you.
You can put it in the Jumbotron, the public chat, or you can go right into our right where you see on the right hand side of the screen where all our links are. You can put it over there too.
Well, our personal links are correct.
Right.
Okay,
and that'll just go straight to us. It won't be everybody won't be able to see it on the live.
Okay, I'll try to put it in the personal chat. Let me see. YouTube, you done got to type the whole thing in now to find stuff.
Yep. They changed everything, man. Even Facebook now, your videos are only.
Okay, let me copy it. Let me try to put it in the chat. Oops. It's two of them, ain't it? It's two chats.
Yes, two chats. Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Look like we got the bones in the building. The bones in the building. Well, we were just want to shut it down, boy.
I even know. I said, is he giving a class now? We just get to the
house. Okay, now scroll to. I'm gonna tell you. I put it in the private chat, but scroll to 11:27 minutes.
11:27.
And then you'll hear me speaking.
On YouTube?
Yeah, I put the link in the private chat, and I was speaking about what was happening with the TEA takeover of Houston Independent School District.
Right.
No problem.
Okay, let me see if I got it.
Okay.
Dry Bone, what's up, boy?
He in the house.
Dry bone.
Hey, y'all don't know about this good fella. I'm talking about you say 11 minutes, Sister Chef?
Yeah, go to 11:27, like 11 minutes 27 seconds.
Okay.
That should be enough. You'll see a guy on there talking, and then after that, I think that's when I'll speak.
Okay, I got 11:27, 11:23. Okay, I think I see you right there. I'm gonna just let it run at 11:22.
Okay.
11. We'll let it run right there. Give us a minute. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, boy.
My name is Cheryl Dawson. I create a nonprofit, the Rising Star.
Yeah, we got you
I
right
don't need to educate that. Going on with the TEA, Star Collaborative Coalition.
Y'all see it?
Because I saw that the students in charter and public schools were failing. Now, only from that aspect, we got our students, since we want to talk about money, because I'm here to give both sides of the story. I'm not trying to be a rebel rouser. I was boots on the ground since 2016 when this was going on with the TEA with a possible takeover of HISD. We had several community meetings with A.J. Crable. I'm a Lone Star Governor's cohort. I think we all need to educate ourselves about the law of 1842, which was a bipartisan bill that Sylvester Turner, Sophronia Thompson, Ron Reynolds, Alma Albert, all them voted for. Democrat and Republican. Hold on, let me finish, sir. But I be darned if I sit here and agree with somebody when our students are failing for 10 decades. Somebody had to do something. I would oblige everybody here. Go read why Harold Dutton introduced the bill. We cannot have students failing for decades. We can't have it. This is not about racism. This is not about red and blue. These are our children. This is our future. So whatever we got to work with, the TEA or whoever, we can do that. I'm a product of North Forest Independent School District. I am a registered nurse. We were an all-black school district led by all black board members. But when we got principals failing students, because my students would tell me in my nonprofit, oh, the teacher said it's payday. We ain't doing no work today. My kids can't read. They can't do math. I meet with a board member. She tells me she worried about the people at HISD don't know her kid's name in the car riding line. I'm worried about kids who can't read and do basic math. We have to come together as a community. I don't care who take over. Right is right, wrong is wrong. We have to focus on these kids' education. And a lot of our politicians have sold us out. It's not racism. We had a majority black board, Hispanic board. We had black superintendents here. We had Hispanic superintendents here. So why is the takeover really happening? Nobody want to talk about that. Financial. We had the FBI come here. Bugsby, remember what happened with him? Your board members getting indicted. If y'all just read and do a little research, they not just coming in for a reason. It's a reason they have to come in. So I think we need to look at both sides, not just one side. We can't keep failing our kids. We can't. If I can do it on a shoestring budget with a nonprofit who didn't really get much community support, it could be done. We want to work with y'all. We want to work with the community. And we're going to have a community meeting, but we're going to give y'all all the facts, and you all decide if it's right or wrong. You want to do some more research? Excuse me, you spoke. You want to do some more research? You're not running a meeting. You want to do some research? Channel 2 Investigators did an interview with, so y'all being disrespectful. On Beaumont ISD and North Forest ISD, do your research while they was taking over. It's all over money and financial. Y'all rude. Y'all was attacking HISD too. You, and y'all know y'all was.
Thank you, ma'am.
And that one that's yelling, he got fired from the school district.
Hey, he talking about he been there since 2005. Then you the problem.
Listen, them niggas ain't did shit. Them niggas ain't did nothing for the community but run they darn mouth. But these are the sellouts that they have, like the Sheila Jackson Lees was paying money to be rebel rousers when the TA was coming to take over. So we just supposed to keep letting our kids fail while y'all out there stealing money? How a school district with a $2.2 billion budget failing students?
Right.
Oh, well, you can look at since the TA took over, you can see how well HISD is doing now. They're doing very well. Those students are learning now, aren't they? And it was a bipartisan bill. Republicans and Democrats both voted for it, and that's why I say the politician has been selling us out. I don't play with these people. I don't play with them.
So, Sister Sherry, is that whatever you said? What is that? The
HISD, Houston Independent
School District. HISD is one of the fourth largest school districts in the United States.
Wow. I want to try to maybe put some references in this video. I'll go back and edit it. Or if you want to go and tap into the video on Facebook or wherever to just make sure somebody has something that we can refer back to and just, keep us posted with what's going on. And we salute you, sister. We appreciate that passion and that fire. That's something I never witnessed with your sister, Man, drop on. What do you have to say about that?
Oh yeah, I was listening to it. I like what she told him. You had your time to talk.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah, that's some Negro.
She reclaiming her time. She was reclaiming her time.
Sister Sharon, when was that meeting? When was that?
This happened about 2 years ago. So that was in the midst. So let me just give y'all some background. Prior to this meeting, so the FBI had came in, the IRS had came in because of funny money laundering, right? Board members stealing money. And so the kids were failing. So they had like a couple of schools that didn't even have certified math teachers, right? It was a lot of nepotism going on. People hiring their friends, their family members, while our students was failing. And so what happened a couple of years prior, they had a bill called 1842. A brother, Harold Dutton, he's a state rep, he introduced the bill because he was saying, how did the education system decline from even just the 90s all the way up until now? So prior to that, the governor, I met with the governor, spoke for him for over 30 minutes. He had gave me an award for my nonprofit in 2019. I had a picture too. I'll share that with y'all too. We even talked to the governor, me and my friend. He held off on the takeover of the school district. So when they had this meeting here, which was 2 years ago, that was kind of really, I'm going to just be honest, on the final cuffs of them actually going to take the school district over. It was just a wait and see between the Texas Supreme Court. So we were just we had a lot of community meetings with the deputy commissioner of the TEA, AJ Cravel, just to let the community know what was going on. And all our meetings would be packed out. Standing room only because of what was going on in the school district. And a lot of parents was upset, teachers, but that's what happened. I don't know, Brother Dry Bones and Brother Juice and Brother Mark. I don't know when wetbacks and ends get together. It just can't run nothing. And all of them use the school board to boost their political career. If you look at most of those people on those school boards, they in another political position. So they were using and stealing money from the students, by the way. They were using that school board position to elevate their next political career and their next political position. So it was never really about the church.
Right.
And we have to call those things out and call. Oh, I go to all kind of community people, call these people out.
Wow.
I'm always respectful, but even though they try to tell me sit down and shut up, y'all young people cause trouble. And I tell them, I say, look, I'm not your husband, I ain't your kids. Don't talk to me any kind of way. I'm speaking.
That's that old Boule crowd out there. Drop on. She fighting against them old Boule.
When is our community gonna finally get what they need? When?
Did they? What they done? What have they done so now? That's two. What they doing now? Has it been alleviated?
So the school district has been taken over by the TEA. They have and when the TEA takes over, the commissioner Mike Morath, he appoints a superintendent. The superintendent is Mike Miles. He's a brother. He's mixed with Asian and he mixed with us. So the schools are actually turning around. They going from F and D's to B's and C's, and now they trying to get to A rating. So they had to do a lot of restructuring. One day we'll pay a documentary on HISD that they did, but and then the next time we could talk about how their grades have went up through the state, because states rate you via grades and certification. No, the school district is literally turning around, literally like night and day.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Bro, Mark, you got a little bit of background on it.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me get out. That's better.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
That's better.
Sorry about that.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. But
yeah, Dry Bones,
awesome.
Thanks for joining us, man. You caught us on the back end of it, man. But today's topic was Negro autopilot.
Yeah, I seen you when I went in my phone. I said he doing it now. I think I texted you. I said, "Is it now?"
Yeah, I was just trying to take advantage of some downtime that I had because I've been, I told you I've been heavy in the game with the trade skills and training and all of that.
Yeah.
And man, I had a downtime day today, and I said, man, let me just go. I'm gonna tap in with Bruh Shack. You just did miss Bruh Shack. I think his phone signal was acting a little janky and stuff. And then Sister Shell chimed back in. We got Brother Mark. He tapped in with us, and
What's up,
we had
bro? What's going on, bro? Are you gonna videotape that workshop?
Yeah, I'm putting together some footage right now. I'm trying to just kind of get the content, loaded up so I can, put it together. And I have my tripod and everything, and I'm recording a lot of stuff. You got to edit the stuff to kind of show the breakdown of the steps whenever you're doing construction and whatever you're doing demolition. It's a process, so I want to break it down into the different process steps.
That's needed. We need some vocation.
Just to kind of give them a little bit. I don't want to give them too much because at the end of the day, I want to, help build this thing with the nonprofit and be able to. Nonprofit don't mean no profit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. It's money behind it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But a lot of our Negro autopilot jokers out here, they think that, you supposed to be on cruise control because you coming from a grassroots perspective and money supposed to just pop up from nowhere, and you don't really need money to operate these platforms such as OE Dry Bones and Urban Matters BMG. You know what I'm saying? This stuff take time, it take money, it take efforts, and we need help. But nobody don't want to fall out with that Democrat girlfriend or that Democrat boyfriend, because y'all know we get the Democrats that work over here because for 60, 70 years they've been lying to us and deceiving us, and we're appointed by the ancestors to do what we're doing right now. Everybody not gonna understand it. Many are called, few are chosen.
Yep.
So hey, man, I'm gonna leave it right there. If everybody is all said and done, Sister Shell, hey, we gotta start highlighting you more, my sister. Bro Mark just tapped out with us. Dry Bones, you doing your thing.
Yes.
Start doing Dry Bones. If you want me to, I'm gonna just start like going online with your platform and just go live with my platform at the same time.
Yeah, good idea.
And kind of simulcast that thing.
Yeah.
And whenever we doing some content that's digestible.
Yeah. They can't eat it. Ain't our fault. They can't eat. We through with baby food. We on real food.
Where the Dry Bones win 2025, like you said, too.
Now I hope y'all been paying attention. What's been going on? France government collapsed.
I seen that on the news yesterday.
France government collapsed in Jakarta, Indonesia. They killed the prime minister's wife, burnt her up.
Wow.
They took Facebook. Gen Z went berserk and burnt her up. So they started to act a fool, and then we got
And was that a part of the protest, Brother Dry Bones, that they were doing?
Yeah, the protest happened when the government cut off the internet, and they went berserk. Now, see, that's what I say. If they go berserk when the internet get cut off, imagine what's gonna happen.
He will do that, boy.
Oh wow!
And when tomorrow anniversary of 9/11 tomorrow, so
that's what Brother Dry Bones been preparing everybody on the story. He just said about 10 times.
I've been on it. I've been on it.
Get ready. Hey, Sister Sharon, look that Project Blue Beam up.
Okay, yeah, I will. I know BJ, he did a whole thing on it before too. Project Blue Beam. Did you see the
that's the Jesus. When you said that they see Jesus, I said, yeah, they might be shooting Jesus across the sky.
There you go.
In a hologram.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
They doing some things. So, all right, man. If you're gonna do something, be good tomorrow. Let me know.
Yeah, it'll be a good show tomorrow. Yeah, I can do some for sure.
Yeah, 9/11 be anniversary.
Okay, let me know. Y'all going live tonight too, right, Drop On?
No, Antoinette ain't well. She
damn, man, I hate.
Yeah, she may not, man. She might be in hospice, man. So I talked to her yesterday, and I just told her to get well.
Damn, I hate to hear that, bro.
Yeah. You see, what's that? The government.
Oh, yeah, play that, Brother Juice. Is that it?
But progress has stalled over clauses which could restrict Vanuatu's government from signing major infrastructure deals with countries like China.
In Port Vila, a show of policing prowess. But cutting through the pomp of the Prime Minister's arrival, a $500 million Pacific diplomatic setback.
We're very confident that the agreement can be reached.
Vanuatu's Prime Minister, Joseph Napat, had raised hopes today's handshakes will be followed with simultaneous signatures on the Nakamal Agreement, a $500 million strategic pact over 10 years from Australia, expected to span security, economic support and climate. But there was no such ceremony after the proposed papers came under local political scrutiny.
It requires more discussions particularly on some of the specific words.
That look like one of them damn Aboriginals. He in charge down there in Australia? Are they going to them?
Yeah. In the agreement.
While details on the deal are scarce, this impasse over clauses on critical infrastructure.
It could limit your ability to get funding from other countries for critical infrastructure.
Yes.
Vanuatu is a significant beneficiary of China's Belt and Road program for major projects.
The
country's president.
What that Belt and Roads, Rabon? We've been on it.
That's the Silk Road.
Silk Road.
Silk Road.
Silk Road. Well, that's Asia. Asia all up in that.
Yeah, they in that.
Central Palace among Beijing's lavish as a primary partner.
Well, let's be very clear. There is agreement on the principles.
From Vanuatu, the Prime Minister will travel here to Solomon Islands, where a similar contest for influence has been playing out for many
the Solomon Islands
years. In just the last few weeks, both Australia and China have.
Our Place's Titanium Pro collection
it's
is here to
government
revolutionize
collapsing.
home cooking. Constructed without a...
You heard it here first.
French President Emmanuel Macron says a new Prime Minister is to be named in the coming days, the 5th in 2 years. A last-ditch move by the now ousted centrist Prime Minister Francois Bayrou to secure parliamentary support backfired. Mr Macron's challenge now is to forge a deal uniting his centrist bloc with the far right and far left. Both groups oppose administrations that slash public spending.
Voici le résultat du scrutin.
France's National Assembly voting out Prime Minister Francois Bayrou by an emphatic margin, despite his last-ditch appeals for backing for his austerity budget.
Mesdames et messieurs les députés.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Assembly, you have the power to make the government fall, but you can't erase reality. State spending will continue to rise, and the debt burden that's already unbearable will become more and more costly for France.
France's debt pile is greater than national GDP. Its budget deficit nearly double the European Union's ceiling.
Yeah, so it's about that money game.
They collapsing.
It's about the money game. We've been on it. We've been talking about it. I know Sister Shell, she talks about it on her shows. I mean, whenever she comes on the show. And family, y'all around here worried about Trump, and you're worried about all type of goofy shit that you shouldn't be even focused on. You should be worried about that money bag. And America, the wealth is coming back, man. I was arguing with some guys the other day, dry bones, about some of the funds that are coming in from Trump's taxes on other nations, on the embargoes, on the what do they call it? I can't even think right now because them jokers got me so mad. Going back
the tariffs.
The tariffs, my God, I can't never remember that word. The tariffs.
Yeah.
They had an actual chart that shows how much has came in the last 6 months. And at the trajectory that the U.S. budget is on, we're going to break records by the end of the year. So he's turning the deficit around. The deficit is so great, man. It's going to take a lot of time to put it in.
That's why they're trying to stop it. That's why they're talking about he can't do that because the forces on the opposite side, they want the collapse because they'll bring in that type of order they want.
Shit, he doing it, bro. He doing it. And that's just what it is. And we can have these goofballs around here, you know. Okay. You had something right there, drop on. Okay.
Now, this dude here, they messing with the COVID again. Just so y'all know, they coming up with a new one.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, this guy here is unbelievable, man. That's one crazy man now. One crazy.
Yeah, that's what is his name?
Not that new disease in Japan. What's the one? That's the one you talking about? They coming out with now?
Yeah.
Or the one they found in Arizona, brother. Drop on.
Okay, I'm just seeing how this works for y'all. Hold on.
Wow.
All right, we'll get together. Hey, man. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go.
Salute.
Salute. We'll talk. So, Share, be safe. I know what time it is. The time of what time is it there?
3 o'clock, yeah.
3:43.
All right. Get it in. All right, we'll talk later.
All right, y'all stay tapped in. Peace and love.